It's blinding me.
My head is kind of shiny, so does it bother you?
Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I'm Lady E, and I am the host of Power P. I want to welcome everybody who's joining us today, all of our viewers out there. Thank you so much, and our special guest tonight. We have my computer's being so slow right now. Sorry, but we have Power P every Friday nights at 8 p.m. And that's what you guys are watching right now. So thank you for joining us. And if you guys have a certain question that you want to ask the ladies of Power P, and you know that you're going to get a for real answer, truthful, we tell it like it is, and maybe you're too embarrassed to ask one of your female friends, you can ask us at powerpwomen@gmail.com and just send us your questions, and we'd be more than happy to answer them live on air. And then we have our Clock Watch podcast every Sunday and Tuesday nights at 9:10 p.m. And we also have, why is it not showing? In Your Face podcast, hosted by Ritalin every Saturday and Monday nights at 8 p.m. And then we also have, coming soon, The Professional with Big Kev and The Ray with King Clips. And since he's here on our show tonight, he can tell you guys all about that new coming show that's coming up. And then, yeah, thank you guys for joining us. And I'm gonna pass it to Montana.
Hey everybody.
And you can introduce yourself.
I'm sorry for my background in my son's room right now because difficulties. I'm Montana. Wow. I'm hoping to be on here as long as I possibly can. Yeah, and everything Lady E said. I'm ready to get going.
Tweet. It's me. Tweet. I'm here. Tweet. Coming from you live in downtown Easton for pillow talk in my bed tonight because I am exhausted. Had way too much to drink last night, so I will not be partaking, but I'm ready to get this battle of the sexes going and see what happens.
All right. I like that energy. So, our special guest, would you guys like to introduce yourself, King Clips?
Well, I'm gonna defer to Deathlock real quick. I don't think our viewers are used to him, so let the homie tell him where he's from real quick.
Well, Deathlock representing the Virgin Islands. Crucian to the bone. Chilling in Eastern Pennsylvania. How are you guys doing tonight? Thanks for having me.
Right.
Good. Thanks for joining us tonight.
I am King Clips, family man, doing a family damn thing. What's going on, man? Thanks for having me on Power P tonight, ladies. I appreciate that. But I'm on Power P tonight on behalf of men everywhere in the universe. So, at that, I want you guys check out Clock Watch. You know what I'm saying? We do that every Sunday night, every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. Also, Power P every Friday. If you're here, you know. So that's what's up. We also have the professional coming up with the homie Big Kev and myself. We doing a show called The Raid about anime, gaming, and comic book culture. So definitely stay tuned for that. And Now that that's out the way, let's fight, girl.
Hold on a second, okay? Calm your ass down. We got a little comments coming on here, so let's get to the comments
Three against
first,
two.
and then we'll get to the fighting.
All right.
All right, we got Ritalin in the house. He said, "Yo, what's good? What's up, Ritalin? Thanks for joining us tonight." And of course, we have our lovely lady JoJo in the house.
JoJo.
Yay, JoJo! Thanks for joining us.
We love JoJo.
Always a pleasure. Can't wait to see her comments.
What up, Quince?
What's up? He says, "How y'all doing tonight?"
We're
We are
excited.
good. We're good.
Easy like a Sunday morning, baby. You already?
Yeah, we're gonna definitely be fighting all night. So make sure you stay tuned. Ritalin. Okay, I said Ritalin. Okay, whatever. Oh, because I didn't correct your name. Unreal. Really, get over yourself. Anyway. That ink looking nice from Quincy. I think he's talking about you, Montana.
Oh yeah, thank you.
And of course, E grabbing plenty of attention up there. Thank you, Quincy. We love you. And what else he says? I'll take this behind door number 5 though, aka tweet at the bottom right. Ooh.
Quincy, very nice.
And we also have Jason Bowen. He's here with us, joining us tonight. I'm here for all the smoke. Good. Going down.
There will definitely be plenty of that for sure.
All right.
I'm getting my rum ready.
Get into our first topic of the night. And here it is. Oh. Why does it keep saying that? What's your most embarrassing walk of shame? And do men have them too? Tweet. I'm gonna go to
Oh, me first?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I'll be pretty honest. I don't think I've ever really felt a walk of shame. I own it. I'm walking out of there like, what? I just did what I had to do and I'm out.
Right, girl, right.
I will say this. This was, I'll make it a short story, but it was a long time ago, probably, God, I don't know, 18, 19 years ago. I had an apartment with friends, and one of the guys that I was seeing at the time, we were doing whatever we were doing upstairs, and he came downstairs with his pants unbuttoned, no shirt, like he owned the place. And everybody knew that we're downstairs, looked at him and were like, oh my God. I guess that would be the only mortified moment I ever had, because I'm like, and after that, I'm like, I don't ever want to talk to you again. Never.
Damn. That's
just because
crazy.
we had sex don't mean that you own the apartment now and you could just run around reckless. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like guys always think that, like, oh, once I get it once, you're mine. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, of course.
All it takes is one time.
It better be good.
Where are we now?
One time.
What are we now?
Where are we now? Are we serious?
She's like this next to him.
Dylan.
What's going on? Do we have a title? Like,
Are we going steady now?
Oh God.
Ah, B. No.
Will you marry me?
Facts. They
All
ready
right.
to get hitched.
Okay, let's hear from our new members. That's lock. Let's hear. Do men have locks of shame?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one. Let me tell you, this is a true story. Okay.
Okay.
Let me,
You're gonna tell us one? Wait, there's more than one?
there's more than one. There's two. But
Oh,
which one you want? You want the first one or the second one?
I
They
want
want
both.
God. Dealer's
I
choice. My
want
bad.
both.
All right. So my first one, at the time I was married. We had just recently moved. Me and my wife had moved to Pembroke Pines, Florida. We didn't have much friends in the area, and I'm very into fitness, so I kind of live in the gym. So after going to the gym, you start meeting people, familiar faces, vice versa. So you end up starting talking to people. So me and this girl became cool. And I used to tell the girl, like my girlfriend always complained, my wife, sorry, always complained she don't have any friends. I think, you will make somebody that she can talk to. At the same time, I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from the Virgin Islands, but my family is from Trinidad. So the girl heard my accent and she was like, hey, my roommate is from Trinidad. We're going to be having a party for New Year's Day. Why don't you come through so you can meet him? At the time, my son is 1 year old and it's New Year's. My girl decided that she wants to go out with her friends and leave me with a kid. It's all right, cool. Me, I'm very laid back. So it's all right, cool. So she comes back. So me and my best friend Champ was, say, all right, let's go to this party. We're gonna meet this guy. So we got there early, and it's the girl and her friend, and it's me and my boy. And her roommate went out to pick up some beers. And we was there for like 15 minutes. I'm drinking my rum, sitting on the couch, there in the kitchen. The doorbell rings. And the girl says, hey, Derek, there's a girl here for you. Me, I'm like a deer in headlights. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, why would it be a girl here for me? I don't know nobody. I just know you. I don't know nobody else. Needless to say, I opened the door and it's my wife. That girl slapped me so hard. She slapped the black off my face. Okay? Like, I lost my blackness. She slapped me so hard. I totally lost my blackness. And she chose the kid in my hand. So I'm like, what the fuck just happened? You know what I mean? So now I go back to the gym and I see this girl. Man, that girl never talked to me again. Like when she saw me, it was like she saw Jason. She went the other way, man. She want nothing to do with me. But the thing is it was such a crazy moment because I wasn't there for that. You know what I mean? Like when I had got married, I had did all my dirt. I did a lot of dirt. A lot of dirt. So when I got married, I was like, that was it for me. You know what I mean? And here I am, still caught up in the same shit. But the second one is the worst. This is the worst situation I've ever been with. So I moved back to Jersey. When I was in Florida, I went through a divorce. My ex-wife took everything, so I had to claim bankruptcy. So I moved back to Jersey. So starting to get my life together. I met this girl, and we dated for a few months. She wanted me to move in with her. So I moved in with this girl. Now, let me tell you, this girl was textbook perfect. Like, this girl was, if you put her on paper, she was the shit. She was a teacher. Huh?
She was a dime.
She was a dime. She was beautiful. She was a teacher. She was very involved in her kids' school, involved with the kids' them sports. She was going back to school for psychology, and at the time I worked a lot. So anyway, needless to say, this girl had a double life. So yes, I had no clue. I was night shift, and the other guy was day shift. So there was me. Yeah.
Oh my God.
There was two deadlocks. One was night shift and one was day shift. Right?
Oh
Yo.
my God.
And this went on for almost a year.
God
Wow.
damn.
And you didn't know?
The way that I find out was her son. Her son called me up, right? Her son called me. He was like, Derek, yo, I got something to tell you. It was like, my mom is cheating on you. I was like, what you mean? He was like, yo, the guy is here right now.
Oh,
So
shit.
I bust off from work and I met up with this guy. And me and this guy was going to fight. So anyway, we didn't fight because of the kids was there, right?
That's
So
good.
the craziest thing is the girl is white, right? Her mom didn't like me because I was black. The guy that was day shift, he was Spanish. So the mom decided that the Spanish guy was better for her. And I was living with a girl. So they forced me to move. Right? No, that was my walk of shame right there, because you asked me to move in with you. I was a good role model for your kids. Me and her kids had a great relationship. And, you breaking up with me to be with somebody you don't really friggin' know. Well, that dude kicked her ass up and down.
Beat her down to the ground.
She begged me to be back with her. I mean, she tried everything. But at that point, it was done too late. You know what I mean? But emotionally, I was fucked up emotional, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm a very tough motherfucker. Like I feel like I'm unbreakable. That bitch broke me to the point where, say for example, I was on this podcast when this shit had happened. I'll be talking to you right now and just start crying like a little bitch. Yo, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? She broke me, but I thanked her. I thanked her later because I realized how fucking strong I am now. There ain't nothing that nobody could do to me that hasn't already been done. And that's how I feel.
Amen. Yes.
Bravo
That's
to
real
you.
shit. She broke my black ass.
That's
Yo.
Okay. That's an amazing story. Clips, you want to say something real quick before we get to the comments?
Yeah, because there's a lot. I see it over here, but I just wanted to commend you, man. Like that's fire right there. And I also agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it takes for you to get cheated on to help that build character. It builds character. I think it makes a stronger person at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's just something you really become numb to after it happens. Like the first time it happens, you're so scared to death. How are you going to handle it? And then you fall into depression, right? But once you come out of that shit, you're like, fuck, what you do?
Yo, I didn't
like, you just numb to this shit. Like, you just numb to this shit now. Like, man, God, if you do that shit, you're just not my girl. You're not my wife, whatever. Then, like, I'll just keep fucking moving. Like, it's just what the fuck it is. It helps build character, man. And for you to come out of that, I commend you on that, man, because it takes a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't date for a
in that
year.
place
For a whole year, I did not date a girl. Like, they were like a monster to me.
But I hope that you didn't bring that hurt and relationship into like future ones, and you gave yourself time to heal. Oh, but I mean, you
No,
did
no.
give yourself time to heal like a whole year, and that was good. You know, you did your thing. But I mean, it's hard. It's hard to trust after that. It's really hard to trust. And I mean, you just gotta. Everybody's not the same. Every woman's not the same. Every man's not the same. They're not gonna do the same shit to you. You just have to have that trust and that love.
Yeah,
But
I had become heartless. To be honest, I went by the nickname Savage. That's my. I
I
like
remember the
werewolves.
Savage days.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
werewolves.
the
And
Savage days was crazy.
werewolves are very savage creatures, and that was me. Like the
That's a
girls that I
comeback.
date after that, I did not give a shit. Like I was in and out. I was just banging and see you later, yo. Don't
banging
don't
and banging.
yeah,
Yes,
don't
I was
forget your
just gonna
undies.
say, bang and slanging. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah,
For
On
you
to
real,
the
missed
for
it.
next.
real.
Yeah. He said, "Don't forget your undies."
Don't forget your
Fling
undies.
them at her. Like fling them at her when she's walking out. Wow. You know, like,
Oh shit!
Girl,
Slingshot.
bye.
Slingshot.
all right, let me get to some of these comments that we got. We got a whole bunch coming in. So we got Quincy. He says, got some y'all boy Modelo's in the mini fridge when I get back to the hotel, so I'll be joining y'all with the drinks momentarily.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
Quincy,
what's up.
thanks for joining us. He also says, oh wow, I can tell by y'all's reaction. These should be good. And Jason says, yes, if you slept with someone you consider subpar.
Subpar.
And
Not worth it.
then- Not worth
Hey, what up, Jess?
What's up, Jesso?
Hey, Slide.
Slidey,
That's my other nickname, Trim Slidey. Oh, you'll hear
slidey.
And we got JoJo says, probably when I lost my virginity, I was 17. He was almost 30. It happened at a motel. Driving out felt like everybody was looking at me. Girl.
They were jealous.
Because that's kind of pedophilia. I
Yeah,
mean,
a little bit. That's probably why they were
Hey.
looking at you.
they're like,
It's
"What's this
different
little
in
girl
different
doing with this old ass man?"
I mean,
No,
that could have been her father.
no, it's really different in other countries. Like in Hispanic cultures, it's okay because like I grew up with a lot of Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, and the young girls dated older guys, and I mean older guys. Like they were young girls and they were dating men. That Big Mark, I say, what's up?
Or sport.
And Jason says, put a stamp on that shit. Chris. Hey, Chris. He says, yes, I've had a couple. Well, let me hear about it. Let me hear. Comments. Tell us your walk of shame. I gotta hear this shit. I love hearing about other people's embarrassing moments. It makes my life feel a little bit better.
I don't give a shit. So.
Oh, honey, you don't have enough friends. Oh, baby, I know just the girl.
I don't know what she's talking about.
I'm confused.
I think we all might be a little confused.
And then JoJo says, textbook
That's like
psycho. And then just
Really?
Where's my popcorn?
make sure it's on.
And Jordan says it really does build character.
Yeah, for real.
Jordan was supposed to join us tonight, and his Wi-Fi was just not working out, or something was not working. But thank you for joining us in the comments, and hopefully you watch and are with us that way. That sucks. Wi-Fi sucks. Like we all have problems with it.
Yes.
Look, Tom, like I was going undefeated for a while, and then Tuesday I got bodied. I ain't gonna hold you. got
I-
body
I
Tuesday.
did last
Like,
week. It was bad.
yeah, it was.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, man. I was getting bodied by the connection. It was crazy.
All right, Montana.
Okay, so mine really isn't a typical embarrassing walk of
Guys,
shame.
keep the noise down, please.
So like at night, ladies, we get like super like we're decked out, right?
Yeah.
And we didn't go to a club. We just went to a bar, but you overdressed and you're wearing like the skirt and the high heels, something you wouldn't exactly wear to a grocery store. And I passed out on my best friend's couch, and I wake up and I had eyeliner. My hair looked like there was like a rat's nest in it. And I walk outside, and I could not wear my shoes because I had blisters. So I'm carrying my shoes, and my car got towed.
No.
So I had to take a taxi to the place it was towed at, and I look like I just got. I'm gonna say it. It was so bad, and I was like, "It's not what you think. It's not what you think."
Yeah.
So
Bill Crosby.
Looked like she got mangled.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
yeah.
Yo, you got Ron Jeremy.
It was really bad, but
That sounds awful. I am so sorry that happened to you.
you carry your heels like this, and you're hopping because there's and everything.
And you're like still walking on your tippy toes, like you have heels on because you don't want to get your foot, like the whole foot dirty, just like the little part.
And you're still a little drunk, and you smell like you're booze.
Jeez.
Girl,
Add
I've
that on.
come home with only one shoe at one point in time.
I was
I'm
about to
like,
say,
one-
Tweet, I know you can add on to this
Oh,
conversation.
definitely. Oh, yeah. I'm a shit show altogether. I could give you story for days on that.
Hell
On those
yeah,
type
right.
of walk of shames.
You out here.
We need a whole episode for that shit show.
We be out in these streets.
How about you, lady?
So for me, I've never had a walk of shame. I'm just like Tweet. Like I own that shit. When I walk out of there, my head's high. I'm carrying my heels in my hand. I'm strutting my stuff with just on tippy toes, like makeup a fucking mess. My hair's a fucking mess. I'm just going like, and I see people like staring at me, and I'm just like,
what? What?
What? I just got laid. What?
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. What about you? Like,
I wish I had that. I was mortified.
no, I mean you gotta just fuck it. You can't do anything about it. I mean you're not gonna see these people again, hopefully. So it's just like whatever. Own it. What about you, Cliff?
Well, walk of shame, man. I never, come on, I'm a do.
Uh-oh.
There he goes.
Oh no! Why does it happen like that when he talks?
Come into the light.
All right, well, we'll get to this comment. I don't know what this is about, but the baddie in the top left would be big on Switch if she had her own channel. It was in just.
All right, I'm back.
Really?
Yeah.
No, not you.
So John Wick is just canceling all of us, and Lady E, you should just get your own show.
Yeah.
Thanks, John Wick. Your name's real original.
So hey. Oh, she said, the
one shoe day. She was there for that. Well, she's there for 95% of my walk of shames.
I literally left my heels at the club one time, or I think it was flats. I don't know. I had heels and flats. I think I had flats in my purse, but I left my heels or something at the club. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, I love those things.
I have to go buy new heels. Oh, well. Quincy says,
Nah, no, I didn't. I just been getting bodied lately, Quincy. I've been getting bodied by my internet, man. This shit crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So,
Cool.
the one time I was telling you about, I mentioned it on Clockwatch before when I went to Hackettstown to meet up with Shorty. You probably even know her. Her name rhymes with veranda. It rhymes with veranda.
Veranda?
She knew how to speak French. She was a light-skinned shorty with very nice hair, very beautiful woman, right? So I go over there with another person, you know, and it was a whole coke party. And they stayed up all night sniffing coke. And I don't sniff coke, so I'm just like, all right, rolling up L's and shit. And I end up passing out, no butt, no nothing. I wake up and I just leave. So that was a horrible walk of shame for me. I was just like, what the fuck was I doing there? Like, this is the worst ever.
You didn't go.
I'm never fucking with this chick again.
You didn't go cow tipping.
Yeah, it was nosebleeds and everything all over the place. Like,
Oh my god!
Yeah, they was tripping. They was definitely getting it in that night.
Yeah,
I didn't know what I was walking into. It was like, yo, you get down? I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that. You feel
those
dirty.
Hackettstown girls was wilding with that, man. They stay sniffing that shit.
Yeah, man.
Some real shit.
It was getting busy that night.
I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
yeah, that was like the walk of shame for me because I left without getting any ass. I was mad. And I was just like, it's got to be the worst date / hangout ever. You know what I'm saying? Never call that again.
So, have any of you? This is kind of not a question, or not, you know, but have any of you ever went to someone's house that lived with their parents, and then you woke up, like you got there at the middle of the night, everybody was sleeping, you woke up and everybody was awake, and you had to walk out that bitch?
I sneaked out. I went through the window.
Yeah, nah. I'm not that bold. I'm not that bold to. If I used to do like a stealth mission, we used to call it. You get in, you're a ninja. You get in there, you attack, and you leave. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget to leave.
I have a funny story for this one.
Yes.
I climbed through a basement window because the guy lived in the basement of his parents' house. So instead of me going to the front door where his parents were, I would climb through the window. And the one time I climbed through the window, his mom was downstairs in the basement.
Wow, dude.
She's like, sweetie, you could have just used the front door.
Now
I'm like, oh Lord. And I knew his mom. It was nothing, but I was, you know, trying to be discreet about it. I was so far from discreet. She had to help me in the damn window.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
Wait, when she caught you, was you like halfway in and out?
Yes. I was like,
wait. Were you going in?
Yeah, that's fine.
I was going in the window.
Like head
like
first?
I was, like head first.
Wow.
You're like sticking up halfway, like, hey.
And then I pick my head up, and she's right there.
That's too.
Yeah, that's crazy stuff.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. That's wild.
Now, living in Hackettstown during the time when I met Charles, it was a very racist area. So for us being black in that area, everything we did was ninja, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We ride our bike, we park it by the tree. Show some grass over it, cover it up.
Absolutely. In and out, man. Selfless.
Like Rambo.
You know what I mean? It's like it's solid.
He says the college walk of shame is the worst.
No, this is no.
I used to see a lot of that in WVU. Like I never went to college. You know what I'm saying? But I used to party hard in WVU and used to see that shit every fucking morning. There'll be like, I think it was a community, a walk of shame community that used to just get up at whatever time, go do breakfast. Everybody still got the same clothes on from the night before, walk into their respective caves. So it was, you know what I'm saying? It shit used to be comedy.
With
It
the
was funny
grass
as
stain
fuck.
on the grass stain on the knees of the jeans pants.
Oh man, it's crazy,
So,
crazy.
so I used to live by US down here in
Those are
Florida,
dope.
at college here, and I used to live in like the college dorm apartment. So like everybody that lived there, like we shared a whole apartment where it was 4 bedrooms, 4 bathroom apartment, and there was like 4 people in there. So, and this apartment complex was huge, and everybody was college students. It was like parties like every fucking night. Like the pool was like right in the middle of like all the apartments, so everybody walks out onto a balcony and looks down at the pool. It was awesome. So it's like you saw a whole bunch of shit, like walks of shame, people naked, like people in the like I went skinny dipping once, like there was people out there like recording on the balcony, like watching everything. It was awesome. It was fun. And I wasn't even going to college at the time. I just wanted to live there.
That sounds like Miami.
All right. And Jason says, moral of the story. Don't date guys that live in their parents' basements.
I was 18 years old. You know, at that time, most people still lived with their parents. So, as a 37-year-old woman, I'm never climbing in somebody's basement. Nor would I date a man that still lived at home with his mom, or dad, or whatever. You better have your own shit.
Well, yeah.
Guys, I'll be right
That's a
back.
misconception. That's a misconception right there.
Oh, there you go. I said it.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why. When I had to do bankruptcy after my divorce, I slept on the floor of my mom 1 bedroom apartment for 5 years, trying to get my life back, man.
Wow.
And it was painful. It was very painful, like, and it was kind of like a walk of shame because you trying to date somebody like where you live. On the floor of my mom 1 bedroom apartment. You know what I mean? How do you tell that to somebody?
Yeah, no, I agree.
The first thing they're thinking is, you're a grown man, you should have your own shit. But I lost all my shit.
I mean, I feel like it depends on the situation, the story that's behind it. Like, I'm a pretty understanding person. I'm not going to just be like, oh, you live with your mom. Like, I don't want to hear anything else. That kind of thing. Like,
well, that's the thing, though. For somebody like you who listens, it makes sense.
yeah.
But for the people that, in American culture, they don't believe in family values like that. You know what I mean? So when you tell somebody, hey, I live with my mom, the first thing I say is like, fuck you. I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what did she say? Or your dad?
Yeah, like,
that there's different circumstances for sure.
Yeah, there is different circumstances, and that's why I'm speaking on this, because typically if a girl were to say, if I had my best friend that's a girl and she said to me, hey, I'm dating this dude, he lived with his parents, the first thing I'm gonna say to her is, yo, get out of there quick. You know what I mean? But to have it happen to you, and that's life in itself. Once something happens to you, you have a better understanding of people's situation.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to go through that same situation to be understandable,
I agree.
Have to listen first in order to get it, right?
Yep. All right. Jason says, I'm from Louisiana. We moved out of the house at 18. I'm right there with you. I moved out on my 18th birthday, 12 o'clock midnight. I was gone.
I was out of my parents' house shortly after turning 18 too. So I get that.
But then
at the time that incident happened, I was...
I moved back in 3 years later, you know, with a child then, and I'm like, I need help. And I lived with them for like a year and a half until I got back on my feet. So I feel what you're saying. So I mean, you sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, even though it's not the best situation.
Mm-hmm.
And he also says, I believe in family values, but a friend man needs his own space. True. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
if they're able to, you know, situations are a lot different. Like for me, I had to pay after my divorce. I had to pay $1,800 a month in child support. I was making $11 an hour. Picture that shit. Yeah.
I
Okay.
can't do that.
Holy
I was
shit.
I was working 3 jobs, yo, 3 jobs, just trying to get my life together, trying to save up money to pay a lawyer. And listen to this shit. I paid a lawyer $4,000 to handle my case, child support case in Florida. They stole my shit.
What?
Yeah, they stole
Lawyers
my shit.
The
Yeah,
lawyers in Florida suck. Let me just
I
say.
wrote the board. I did everything, but shit, my black ass was
Wow.
broke. I was even more broke.
I can't believe that. That's. I mean, at least you were like, let me work 3-4 jobs to try to get this shit done, and other guys would have been like, I ain't working. She ain't getting shit. You know, that kind of thing. Let me be with my mom for the rest of my life. Like, kudos to you for doing all that.
Yeah, I had no choice. But
Yeah.
honestly, I wouldn't do it any other way either. You know, man, I got pride.
Yeah, that's good. So I think everybody touched on this topic, right? We're good.
I have
So-
one question. Then I have to go, guys. Sorry.
No.
Don't go,
boss just got here.
No.
Sorry.
All right. We'll do what's a common misconception the opposite sex has? That's our next question. All right, Montana, I'll go with you first. You have to go.
I think a common misconception would be that everyone is a gold digger.
Every woman is a gold digger? Yes.
I think I posted something about that, and everyone, especially you, Clips, was like, I'm gonna fact check this one real quick.
All right.
But it's really not. It's not everyone's motivation. It's really not. It doesn't make or break a relationship. I mean, it does cause arguments if you're on 2 different pages, but I don't think it's. I don't think we're all the same, and I think men tend to think that we are.
Mm-hmm. They do.
You are.
Nah, there are some nice
He's like,
ladies out
I'm
there.
a gold digger. Why?
They owned it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not every woman, okay? Tweet's the exception.
I'm trying to find a girl
I
to
will
bring me
say
to
that I would say that in my younger years, I was more about that. Not so much now, but
Yeah.
the perks of it are nice. But that's not. It doesn't make or break anything, I guess.
Yeah. I agree with you because I was the same way when I was younger too, and my views totally changed as I got older. So yeah,
Okay.
right there with you.
So-
What about you?
We're not gold diggers here, ladies, right?
No.
Here it comes.
Yeah. Would you date a dude that worked at McDonald's suite?
Probably not.
Okay. How about you, Montana?
Yes, I would.
And you, E?
I would.
So that's 2-1, huh? All right.
Yep.
Rock with the boss.
At least he's trying.
Is he a manager or is he like living?
Uh-oh.
He's making French fries, girl.
That guy smell like. I think it smell like fries. You smell like fries right after work.
Ooh, yummy. Come here. Come here.
McDonald's fries is the shit, right?
Let me just tell you.
Yeah, 30-year-old on a fry machine.
I mean,
He got a side hustle though. Know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I don't side hustle. I don't do that, you know. But if he's working hard to like go towards other goals, or if like that's his main goal, then probably not. But if he has other goals and like that's his job for right now, then yeah, why not?
Right.
All right, we got a comment here. Jason says a common misconception is that if you are a good-looking man, then you are automatically a player.
It's valid.
True. Yes, that's true. I get that a lot.
I can see that. Okay.
Oh, she saw it. She saw it.
I agree, because that's what I think every time I see someone who's good looking. Like, ugh.
I know. They're like, oh, how many other girls have you hit on today?
Exactly.
Besides me.
I feel. I'm my older days.
Yeah. But I mean, it doesn't even matter how old or young they are. It's just you automatically think it, you know, no matter if they've changed their ways from their past or not.
No, I get that a lot. Like the first thing I hear is you're a player. Well, back in my days, but now I'm a family man like Charles. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my mommy's listening. Hi, Mom.
Hey, oh, this is your mom?
Yeah, that's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
Talking to you, sweet. She said that guy at McDonald's might be a man. Might be the one for you.
Guys, I love you. My son,
Money doesn't buy everything, sweet.
my
Yeah.
son
Or
It won't buy you a night at Oak, but
I love
I'm
you guys.
watching Baby Shark.
I love a good steak. Just saying.
I love you guys. My son is texting me. I have to go now, but I'm so sorry. I'll be watching.
be safe, Montana.
We
See
love
you later.
Thank you.
Ace.
Quincy says, you know damn well she ain't dating nobody from McDonald's.
I mean, let's be realistic.
Nah, yo, we not going for this, bro. Any guys should go. That's stimulating conversation and a big meat. He should be in there then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. You have to hold a conversation. You have to be good in bed. If you're not, like, what are you doing? Like,
You
All
gotta-
right, I'm about to go to work and come back smelling like fries. I'm gonna have some type of white crumbs on me. That's from the frozen fries. You know what I'm saying? I got you on that next chicken McNugget meal though. I'll bring you on. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay no bills. Like, don't ask this guy to pay no bills.
no,
Got you.
whatever. I used to work at McDonald's when I was 18.
Oh, word?
I know, like, how it is
Special
there.
sauce. She knows special sauce.
Special
I
sauce,
was
lettuce, cheese.
I was the one I was taking the orders in the drive-thru. You know, I was that person.
So welcome to McDonald's.
What do you want, bitches? No, I'm just kidding.
I take your order, please.
That's free cheeseburgers. Come on now. Hey.
when back in the day when I used to be able to eat McDonald's, we would get drunk and we'd go to McDonald's, and I tried to order 42 cheeseburgers one time in the drive-thru.
42.
42.
You greedy.
Oh my God.
That's okay.
Quincy says she needs at least Red Lobster. Hell yeah, get bringing the lobster home. Come on. Or those cheddar biscuits. Ooh, yes.
The lobster crash.
Yeah.
Like says Walmart. Nah.
They
Everybody
got
else-
from Walmart.
You got a discount?
Hell no, they don't give you a discount. Walmart is a shit company.
Not call Walmart. Not that crook.
Justice says, are you working at McDonald's with a plan to advance in your life, or are you just comfortable with and have no ambition. Depends on the situations. There's levels to this. Yep, and that's.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at the end of the day because you're not a gold digger. You shouldn't be worried about his plans or ambitions as long as he has big meat and can stimulate your conversation. All you need to be worried about. Don't worry about his finances. You're not a gold digger, remember? So,
But no, it's not about.
Sauce.
It's not about.
are you guys planning on having kids? Then his job would matter. But we're just talking about dating. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about supporting a family or you. We're just talking about dating. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I mean,
finances shouldn't matter unless like you guys are building a future together. Like, you know
But it's
what I'm saying?
positive dollars too. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't you want to date somebody who has goals and dreams and ambitions? Like, doesn't matter their job at that moment, but like,
Yeah, the dude at McDonald's probably has the. All right, let's not shit on anybody from McDonald's, but at the same time, what if they wanted to watch the stars for a living, and they were saving up their McDonald's checks to buy the best telescope on Earth, so you can go stargazing from a mountain? That is his aspirations. That is his goals. Like, I can tell you anything you want to know about a planet or constellation.
Okay, but what is he doing with that information? Is that just or is he trying to like get a job with like NASA or the news? Like who?
Nah, he's good. He keeps his own little data log in his laptop or his desktop, whatever, and that's how he rocks out. He logs his journey.
That's his
own story.
Also,
you might write.
Go ahead.
What up, D? What up? What up?
I say also he could be working McDonald's, trying to pay for his college. That could be a second job. You know what I mean? We don't see the goals and ambition of this person. The only thing that we see is he's working at McDonald's. You know?
That's a fact. It's just like the stripper with 2 kids is trying to put herself through college. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Right.
True.
Don't judge her just because she is a stripper.
Like that's not her life goal. I mean, if it is, then common misconception. If you're Latina, you're possessive. Drives me crazy.
Yo, Capes, you funny, yo.
Carol says, hi. Hey, mama.
Hey, mom.
Carol. Hey, Carol.
Says, hey, mama, Carol.
What up, Carol?
We have, you need someone that has goals, though, and can bring something equal or greater to the table. Yes, I agree, Jason. You gotta have goals. It's okay to work wherever you're working at that moment, but at least you're working towards something better for yourself, not just for me or a future family, but for yourself. Like, do it for you if you're not gonna do it for anybody else. Who's the guest? Oh, would you like to introduce yourself to Eddie Nash? This is Clip's friend. He's coming on tonight because it's women.
That's the homie. He's doing a gender fight this evening. So they asked me to bring a homie.
Yeah, I've known Clips for like 26 years, man.
Big facts.
To the point till we start looking alike and shit. I think we're family.
No. We do run a light skin committee, though. We do run a light skin committee. Don't tell nobody about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, you, D, we sneak mark in there sometimes. So
yeah, that's my cuz. You know, you do it. That's my cuz.
Facts. That's my cousin. Yeah, you gotta let him in. You know what I mean?
So Gary says, misconception: highly attractive women are complete bitches.
Yeah, stuck in themselves. That's true.
They can be, and honestly, I think guys make them complete bitches. You know what I'm saying? Because you have so many thirsty, and it's the internet's fault. I'm gonna be so real. Like the internet has exposed beautiful women to thousands of dick pics. So how the fuck do you expect them to respond? You know what I'm saying? Like you think a girl's gonna be nice to you after you just shot a dick pic in the DM, and they didn't an unsolicited one at that. Like I could see if they asked, then shit, they had it coming. They earned that. You know what I'm saying? But come on,
Yeah,
man. Like some of these dudes are ridiculous though, dog. Like I'll be seeing the simpery going on, and I'll be like, what the fuck? This dude
I
has
got a
no
funny
self-respect
story.
whatsoever. Like, what the fuck is going on out here nowadays? I'll be lost. I'll be
I think-
lost.
I think
I'm an
he's
old
saying
head.
that- I think he's saying that not all highly attractive women are bitches, but I do
Oh,
agree
okay, okay.
with Clips. I agree with you, Clips. Like the internet, definitely. It's all about how you approach a woman. If you're gonna DM her, approach her the right way. Don't just be like, "Oh, those legs are fucking gorgeous. Like I just want to get up in between them," or some shit like that. You know,
Yeah, the pickup
Fuck
lines,
boys,
right?
come correct, okay?
But I got a good story, right? And I was totally out of character, and I was wrong. I'll be the first one to admit I was wrong for this shit. This is one of the wildest shit I ever did. This was one of my savage moments. So, I'm in Miami, right? And you know, I got game. I know how to talk to girls and stuff. I don't approach them on like, "Hey, sweetie," shit type shit, right? So, you know, it's a group of girls. I go up to the girl and say, "You want to dance?" The girl looked at me from my toe to my head and was like, "Psh." And I had a bear at the time. Yo, she was wearing stilettos. I put a bear down her shoes.
Oh, what?
You don't ever fuck with a girl.
Yeah.
Listen, I was wrong. You don't ever fuck with a girl in her shoes.
Word. Word.
Wait,
Violated.
you put on her shoes?
I threw it down her shoes, yeah. But like I said, I ain't gonna lie. I was totally out of character, and I would never do some shit like that because I'm very respectful when it comes to women. Even if I get this, I look at it like this: the ratio of woman is 7-1. If one girl tell me no, there's 6 to go. That's how I look at life. You know what I mean? But in that moment, it was just the way she did it, the mannerism she did it was like this piece of shit. I'm like, oh fuck that. Down her stilettos. But again, I was wrong. I was wrong for that, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was wrong. That was fucked up. I still think about this. This is like 12 years ago.
You're like, damn, I should have handled that situation a little bit better.
I should have. I should have just not even said, no, just walk away. But
yeah, but she could have handled that situation a lot better too, and not been so nasty towards
yeah,
you.
She kind of earned that. She kind of earned that. I wouldn't have went that far, but
and don't get me wrong, she wasn't God gift to man. You know what I mean? She was all right. She was like
She wasn't
from
a
a
bad
scale of
bitch.
1 to 10. From a scale of 1 to 10.
She was like
She
a
was like a 6. No, she wasn't a 3. She was like a 6.5. You know what I mean?
hey, yeah, you was drunk.
No, I wasn't drunk. I was just being polite because, you go to a club, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, you know what, you want to dance? I was just being a gentleman. You know what I mean? Most guys would just go up behind a girl and start gyrating on them. You know what I mean? I was just, you want to dance type shit. You know what I mean? I was like Will Smith in it, but the entanglement.
The entanglement.
Yeah, how many times? Yeah, have because you were mighty polite about it. I never used to ask at all. I used to get this all the time. I used to get this. This is what I used to get, yo. I used to get. I got that every time. Man. It was crazy. Like that's what made me an arrogant asshole. She be mad like at first, like who the fuck, and then see it's me, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And then she like,
she's like, look at that last brother.
Hey, I've been there. I've been there in the club. I turn around and be like, "Who the fuck is on me?" And I turn around like, "Oh, okay, you're good. All right."
The way I was raised, right? The way I was raised, I was raised by my mom. I was raised by my mom, and she was.
Or I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm so
Go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
What if you turn
Where my
around?
bad?
What if you turn around and he's not? And then you're like, oh, and then you like hug your girl and start kissing her because you're like, what the fuck?
You always pull out the lesbian card.
Right?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Nah, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like,
No, they be like some
Like I
mad
have no
over-aggressive
interest in you,
dudes
dude. I mean, women do. We do that all the time. Like most of the
Yeah,
time,
we
we
know-
go to the bar and we really genuinely don't want to be bothered. We're
Yeah.
literally just there to hang out with our friends, and you know, sometimes men are overly aggressive in that aspect, and you just pull out the lesbo card. Like I have no intention on talking to you.
Right.
But,
Exactly.
but don't think guys don't know that trick. We know that trick. You know what I'm saying? That's like Club 101. She's gonna act like she wants to be with her friends, but we know that's not true.
No,
They be lying.
it's
They be
not.
dead lying.
We're trying to get somebody to come home with us, but
Yeah.
it just ain't you. So
Yeah.
No, but
Yes.
for me, like I said, I have a high respect for women. You know what I mean? So I will never go up behind a girl and just start gyrating her ass all dick all hard and shit. You know what I mean? You know, my dick might be hard in my pants, but I'm gonna ask you to dance
Hey, yo,
first.
Trim. Me and D used to call that the rock ballin' shit back in the day. Yo, word up. That shit was comedy, bro. Oh my god, yeah. No, niggas.
all
Yeah.
right, I gotta get to
Yeah,
these
that's
comments
it.
because we have a lot of comments coming in. First, Eddie says he sounds like Ken. Where's he from? Oh, is
Virgin
that
Islands.
your
Virgin
brother?
Islands.
The Virgin Islands. Okay.
Yeah.
Quincy says, I gotta be good in bed. Damn, I guess I'm out. Quincy, you gotta step up your game, boy. Carlos, hey Carlos, thanks for joining us tonight. One misconception is that if you're single, then something is wrong with you. Yes, thank you for saying that. Woo! Yep. They're like, why are you single? What's wrong?
Hold on
with
1 second. I gotta take a piss break.
you? Okay.
Thank you.
I'll see. I'll keep monitor, y'all.
All right.
Got it.
All right, here we go. Black says, nothing like a stripper. They make bank. Yep, totally agree with
Put them
that.
kids.
I know exactly that life. So, and then we have a long ass comment. I'm sorry. We're gonna like take off all of our faces right now.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Jesus, Jess.
Sweet. Oh, he's not even here for me to read it to him. But she's like, really, Charles? It's not about the money. I'm ambitious, want better in my life, and will expect the same. Not to wine and dine me or finance me. I can do that myself. But if we don't have the same outlook on future and goals and wanting to grow and build McDonald's or not, that's a no-go for me. Been out the game 19 years and met your brother young. Wouldn't have gave a damn where he worked as long as he wanted more out of life. That's for you, Charles.
Jess wrote you a novel. So I have a common misconception. Why is it that when women go... I'm muted?
No, sorry, Charles is.
I was.
Put me back in.
Yo, it's right. It's not about the money. Okay, that's cool. That's what's up. But I think you missed my point when I said I'm not talking about life partners. I'm talking about dating. I kind of stress that.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about just dating. I'm not talking about, yo, I want to marry this guy, or yo.
If you're dating, though, that's going towards a relationship, right? Or trying.
Not really, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You have to get to that point in order to say, yo, I want this person in my life forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what who are you
like second date in, like first date in, you realize he works at McDonald's, right? You go home with him that night because he has a stimulating conversation with you when he gets into your pants. Okay, So you're probably looking up at him at that point, like, so what are we going to be doing, man? Like, what are we now? Right? You're giving him the we are we now look. And he's like, all right, well, let's just take it slow. And I'm going to give you a quote tomorrow. So you guys set up the second date. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like you guys are like, all right, so I want you in my life forever. I'm talking about dating. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but dating leads to a relationship. You have to date first in order to become something more. So if you're getting to know somebody and they're working at McDonald's, it's like you want them to have more goals and more ambition with their life, just like you have in your life. You want to be equal, or that person builds you up more. You know what I'm saying? Or,
Well, that's after you decide, I guess, to take that person serious, correct? Because you can be dating multiple people at the same time. You know
well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
where you know what I mean? Just dating comes from. Because if you're exclusive, then that's something completely different. You know?
But aren't you going to be exclusive with the one that is most like fits your life, as in goal driven and ambitious, just like how you are? Or, I mean, maybe you're not like that, but I'm pretty sure like everybody on this panel is like
What?
that. You're gonna
Hold on. Can you just drop it down? I'm like mid-show.
what?
Yeah, I was talking to my wife.
Oh. Okay, so Quincy says, hold up, women be out here stripping and got OF, and that's their entire ambition. They don't plan on getting a real career or doing anything further.
That's completely incorrect. Completely incorrect. I worked at a strip club for 8 or 9 years, where a lot of those strippers are in school, going to college. They have no other. They're doing it at night so they can go to school during the day or whatever. That is completely inaccurate, because I would say a huge percent of the dancers are there for one reason only: to make money, putting themselves through school, doing what they need to do, and then they eventually leave. I still have friends that were strippers then and are not now, are college educated, nurses, lawyers, everything. So that's a misconception that strippers have no goals.
Another misconception is strippers in like Jersey, PA versus Florida. Like these girls up here are wearing their bra and panties. If you live in Florida, you see that all the time. You know what I mean? You don't want to see no damn stripper in no bra and panties and shit. You know? all they show you is their boobs and the go, and you gotta pay them like that. That's not stripping. That's not a stripper. You know what I'm saying?
An exotic dancer.
Exactly. When you go to KOD in Florida and you see the girls them butt naked, no, that's something different. But up here, these girls are just in bra and panties. We up here. So if you never been down south, yeah, there's strippers to you. But if you go down south and come back up here, you're not paying those girls in no bra and panties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was a stripper back in the day, for a little while when I was 18, 19, 20, 21. And yeah, in Tampa. So that wasn't my main goal. That wasn't like, oh, I want to be that's my career for life. Like, no, I was there to make money, and pay my bills and do what I had to do to get further in life. Like, obviously, I went to college after that, so it's not like that was like my main thing.
Right.
But then there are the select few that they're there for the money and the gold digging and everything else.
But like, I also saw women there that were like, there was one woman that I worked with, and she only worked the day shifts, and she would just sit at the bar the whole time, smoking cigarettes and drinking and talking to people. And she was at least in her like 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
Like, that's what she did.
I've seen some of them.
Yeah. And like, okay,
I'm like, it's time to retire, honey.
right. And she's just like chilling, like this is my job, like for life. Like she got up on stage, did her thing, her little could barely move kind of thing.
Hey, they call that the naked hustle. That's what they call that, the naked hustle, right?
Yeah,
She's like holding her back, trying to like twerk.
Her cane. She got her cane.
The daytime shift is usually the worst.
Yeah, it's so different. Carlos says another one is if you're nonchalant, then they assume you're not ambitious. Maybe
True.
we're moving in silence. Okay, I like that.
That's true. That's a true statement.
That is true. Jojo says, what if he's working at Mickey D's to pay bills until his weed farm grows and takes off or his Colombian coke contract comes through?
It's going to be legal soon, right? So he's on the right path.
Side hustle.
He's on the right path.
That side hustle, yo. You know what I mean?
He's on the right path.
Working on a new strand. Working on this brand new strand that's gonna have this.
They had it coming.
Brandon says they had it coming. LOL. I don't know who had it coming, but thanks for that comment.
Not my daughter. Oh, tweet.
God.
Not my daughter.
My mom is not surprised by anything, so it's okay.
And he
Yeah,
says
I'm Caribbean.
Caribbean, gotta be. Yep, definitely.
I am.
The internet inflates an attractive woman's ego.
True.
Okay.
True.
Yes.
And then Quincy says she wasn't a tweet, but she was.
I don't know who we're talking about.
I think
I don't know.
he's
Quincy got a thing for you though, Sweet. He got a little thing for you.
He does have a thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
Jojo says on her defense, bald man. Oh, sorry about you.
In your defense,
You
rather,
can't
you
dance.
do look
Sorry.
like you can dance. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry,
My
Post's
bad.
can't be.
I know that's not me, right?
Oh, she's talking about you. Ah.
Yeah, she's talking about you.
I'm gonna make it clear. I'm from the Caribbean, and if you know anything about Caribbean,
Oh.
I've seen her dance before, but I never seen her dance like this.
I've been to a Jamaican club, and let me just say, the dancing that I saw there was nothing like any other club dancing anywhere. Like, they get it on. They're basically having sex on the dance floor.
listen.
Like, literally. I saw that shit. Like,
The one thing about Caribbean culture is that we are very in tune with all cultures form of dance. So a lot of people from the Caribbean culture is around Spanish people and is around white people. So they can dance. People from the Caribbean can dance salsa, they can dance merengue, they can dance bachata, they can dance calypso, they can dance reggae, they can dance club, because our culture is a melting pot of cultures. Same with the cooking. You know, we can cook Spanish food, we can cook American food, we can cook Caribbean food. A lot of people don't know that about Caribbean culture, but we're very in tune with other cultures.
yeah, I like that. I definitely like that. And then Jesso says, pull up a lesbian card, or now out of nowhere, you have to use the bathroom.
Oh, gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, sorry, it's about to come out.
You know she's taking her friend by the hand. You always see girls holding their hands at the club.
Yep.
Come with me.
Jess has been my lesbian lover for like almost 20 years. So
Yeah. And then the dude be stuck at the bar with the thumb and it's like, what you smiling at, B? Fuck out of here. Like, hey, keep it pushing.
Lalesio says, Lady E, wonderful wonderful and good talk. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight. And Jesso says, but when you're dating and if we're vibing, I need to know from the beginning what you want out of life. Yes, I totally agree with that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
She also says, that's a one night stand, not dating. We're talking about two different things.
Hey, but I'm gonna comment on that one night stand. One of the greatest person I've met in my life is from a one night stand. It's not the situation or the circumstance of how you meet someone. It's their view on life. You know, you don't have to know somebody for years to understand the type of person that person is. You know, you just have to have a conversation with them on real life situation, and you can learn a lot from real life conversation.
I 100% agree with that. At the same time, I'm reading this comment here, and I don't think it initially starts with, hey, that person's nice. I think we should go on a date. I think it starts with, I might fuck them. Or she's going to look at you, size you up and say, he's nice, but, whatever. So there's always an attraction phase from the beginning. On the initial, men and women size each other up for what? Sex. So after that, you get that out of the way. You know what I'm saying? And am I that old to where that doesn't happen anymore either? Or I thought it would be worse now, considering people sending each other dick pics and nude pics all the time. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, I guess we're just getting it out the way virtually now. So,
I mean, a lot of guys just do that because they think
that would usually set up a date. You know what I'm saying? That one night.
Yeah. No, wait, sending dick
What's up?
pics?
My bad.
You said sending dick pics would usually set up a first date? Is that what you said?
No. I don't know how that goes.
Well,
I know,
you
like,
probably-
from the initial, like I was saying, I said I figured it would be a lot worse now because people send each other dick and nude pics. Like, that's just the culture. They to walk in 2020.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So,
I think as you become older, you care less of what people think of you because you're already established in life. You know, you have your career, you have your kids, and at this point, you just really don't have no shame. So, motherfuckers are sending a dick pic or a friggin' puss pic with no regards to it because it's like, what you gonna say? You know what I mean? What you gonna say about me now? I'm not worrying about what you think. This is the real. You know what I mean? Here it is. This is what you get. You're down or you're not. You know, simple.
Yeah. And then Gary says a lot of the ladies are moving from stripping to OnlyFans. I completely agree with that. Now that that's out, they're just like, this is a lot easier. I mean,
I've seen that a lot. I've seen a lot of posts about OnlyFans pages on Facebook. I've seen that a lot. I didn't even know anything about OnlyFans until Facebook. Now everybody have a OnlyFans page. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Eddie says,
Charles have one.
I ain't got one. Get out of here, yeah. He's not having OnlyFans. He's lying on me.
That says that's incorrect. Do bikini in Tampa and make bank too. Trust me. Yeah, they do. I've worked at a bikini bar too, and they do make bank. Quincy says, "Ha ha, y'all went for the throw. I wasn't saying all of them. My bad. Should have clarified." I think he was referring to Black's comment. And then A says, "If I get another link,
yeah,
you subscribe to an OnlyFans or Cum Soda."
Cam soda.
Cam Soda?
Yeah, I never seen that one. I never heard of it until Eddie posted that.
And then Quincy says, nah, the comments just come through mad late, so then they just end up sounding dumb because the convo has moved on. Sorry.
I think he was commenting on when I said about that's the misconception of strippers, that they don't have dreams or aspirations.
Oh,
They're
okay.
just do whatever.
Okay, right. And then Joseph says, JoJo, you better leave Slidey alone. That's my people's. And Eddie says, haha, Caribbean dancing is different. Y'all have no idea. Trust me,
That's
I
true.
know. I've been there, seen it. It is totally
But
different.
another thing is Caribbean, being Caribbean, and I'm talking about all small islands. I'm talking about Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, because they're all Caribbean.
Mhm.
We dance, but it's really just a dance. It's nothing. People take that out of content. Like we can
Right,
dance
right.
with our friends, girlfriend, wives, and it's just a dance. Whereas people would take that as something totally out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? It's just a cultural difference.
Agreed.
I can take that. I'll move on with the topic since he did there.
Alright,
Just because I've had relationships and one night stands, I may be different, but I know from day one if I see a potential future or just a night. I head up. It says, that's the first thing you think of thought? Fucking. All right, well, ask yourself this, Cindy. What did you think we were doing? Were you serious when we first started messing around? And be real.
Ooh, Cindy.
Let me put up
Speak
my
on
Came
it,
on the
girl.
comments.
Speak
She
on it.
came on the comments, babe. So you come into this world, you have to tell the truth. Exactly. JoJo says, it looks to me like we need to have a discussion about what men think dating is and what women think dating is. We women may date based on attraction at first, facts. But if we continue on, it's because we want to see if that can turn it forward. We don't date for sport. I hear that. I
Guys
100%
do the
agree
same
with
thing.
that.
Yeah, guys do the same thing.
Yep. Eddie says, to quote my favorite Jay-Z line in terms of dating, it is wicked in these mean streets. None of my friends speak. We are trying to win. But then again, I hear that. Clips, the
Well, let
game
me
is
put this in
wild
the
now.
kitchen.
Barely anybody
Give me a
cares about
sec.
anything anymore. Wow. That's crazy. Just laughing word. And Jessica said, ooh, Cindy. And then she says, facts, JoJo. All right.
That's
So,
true.
yo, a common misconception of the opposite sex have. Sorry, E, I didn't mean to take over real quick,
No,
but
it's
you had
okay.
different
I'm
for a
glad,
minute. I
I'm
just
glad that you did. I had to go
scrolled
pee.
through the comments. You know what I'm saying?
It's good.
I think a misconception is that we don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like we don't care. And it's true, but to an extent. To the extent of like we care. Nah.
Yeah.
We care,
It's
but
true.
not enough to fight you over. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like women are wild confrontational, you know what I'm saying? And it turns into stress after a minute. And it's just like, yo, yeah, like of course I care about it, especially if you care about it, but I'm not ready to, fight over this shit though. You know what I'm saying? I don't care that much. Like I'm not ready to go to war over, whatever you want to talk about. Like we can have a conversation, adults, but I'm not ready to, So that shouldn't be misinterpreted as we don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like
You
just
know what
because
it
we're
is
not
too?
ready to fight you doesn't mean we don't care. Like, yeah, we care. We just want to have a conversation instead of fighting over. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
the thing, Charles. I'm gonna piggyback on what you said. It's not that we don't care or we are heartless or not emotional or in touch with our emotions. Is the fact that it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Mm.
You
mhm.
know, we don't
Yes.
want to. We don't want to, like, for me. Me and my girl. have issues when it comes to communication. But as I say, it's not what you say, it's how you say, it's how you go about saying it. We could have a adult conversation and communicate as adult,
Right.
But if you're gonna come off as confrontational, what's gonna happen? That confrontation is gonna trigger you, and then you become confrontational. And at the end, the message is lost. You know what I mean? Because then
Right.
you get caught up in that anger and past conversations that you have
Right.
multiple time. But if you were to just talk on some adult cool type shit, you probably get more resolve.
Absolutely.
It's all about how you present the situation.
Presentation,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
Yes.
I get it.
It's like at the end of the day, you're absolutely right, and we're adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not kids anymore running around just living off a raw emotion. So
Yeah.
it's not like again, I must reiterate, it's not like we don't care. Like, we do indeed care very much. We just don't want to fight you over it. You know what I'm saying? Because as soon as you start bugging out, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm no talking to you. That's not a conversation.
Yeah.
One person
Yeah.
yelling isn't a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ready to turn on Call of Duty.
Not only that, yeah, but you challenging a man's masculinity, like you acting like you got testosterone, like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta walk away. You know what I mean?
I feel like
So
sometimes
we
we
do
need to
care,
get
though.
our what's the
Estrogen.
word that no. I'm
You
trying
need-
to think. I'm
you
trying to
need
think
your-
of the word. Like, we're
you
trying to
need your
get it through to your heads, and you guys
Yeah.
are not fucking comprehending it. And I'm like, and it's just making the frustration and anger, and it
It's not that we
intensifies,
don't
and that is what
comprehend.
makes us blow up. Like,
No,
it could be
but
the
here's the
smallest
thing.
thing.
Here's the
Yes.
thing. It's not that we don't comprehend, right? It's the fact that because you are such an emotional being and you trying to get us on that emotional level,
Which you guys,
You know,
which you sometimes
we're-
you don't.
no, but the thing is, it's not that we're not on that emotional level. It's just that we show emotion differently. Men are raised to be tough. You know what I mean? And being that some of us is from the hood, the real hood, we are mentally bred to be tough. So it seems like we are not emotional, but we're just emotional, just as emotional, but we just don't show it the same way as you show it. No, you might be very passionate and enthusiastic about what you're trying to say. We're just the same way, but we're more on the cool collective side of things. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, on top of that, you have to be. You almost have to be, because if I match your intensity, what's gonna happen?
We're going
You know what I'm
balls
saying?
to
Like,
the wall.
what's gonna happen? Like, yeah, I've seen this episode before plenty of times. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So
We call that domestic violence.
yeah, when are we gonna learn? Like, when are we gonna learn? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I think
So-
if a woman comes at you like she's really emotional, she's intense, whatever, of course the guy has to be more level-headed to like cool you down. I get that. Or just be like, okay, just breathe, let's talk about it, whatever. You can say what you want, but like of course the guy is gonna be like sitting there just listening or whatever. But like if the guy comes in home from work or whatever and he's all hyped up about something, your woman is going to be like, all right, let's breathe. Like the opposite of what she normally is. So like she has to be the level head and she has to be like, okay, let's breathe.
how many times has your wife told you to breathe? I'll wait.
Never.
I'll
Never. Listen,
I'll wait.
I'm like that. I'm the person like if I see my dude like all hyped up and like going crazy and I'm just like, okay, calm down, talk to me, like let's figure this out, whatever. And I try to calm him so he can talk about his feelings and not like be all emotional and whatever, hyped up about something that's going on. But like, even though I'm sure she probably is like in her head, like, yeah, I want to get hyped up about this too, because I'm pissed off that someone did some shit to my man. But then again, it's like two hyped up people. It's not a good combination, you know.
Me, I can say this for myself. I am from Caribbean descendant, so I'm very, very mellow. I'm a very mellow. I have a bad temper. I ain't gonna lie. I have a bad temper, but to get me to react to something, you gotta provoke me. You know, I mean, I gotta be provoked. Once you get me to that level, it is from day everything you did from day one is coming like a train. But you gotta get me to that level. You know what I mean? But I'm a very mellow person and I'm a very rational person. You know what I mean? So if I have something going on with me, I would try and keep that to myself. I don't try to bring that. I don't try to project that to my family or my kids or anything. Like I kind of like eat that inside. Whereas my girl, she is very like in your face type shit when she's pissed. You know what I mean? And the first thing is I know that I got a bad temper. You know, you coming at me kind of crazy right now. I'm gonna walk away. And no girl wants a man to walk away. She wants you to hear every single.
That's the worst
syllable.
part. Walk away. What?
Yes,
you better not fucking walk away. I'm gonna come right back behind you and be like, "What? Let's talk about it."
But see, I'm the same way though. Like when I get really, really heated about something and I'm pissed off, like I walk away. I want to walk away and do like whatever. And it sometimes, not all the time, but like a guy who doesn't understand that would be coming at me like, no, we're gonna talk about it. And then that is what pisses me off. So no, he's like, no, we're gonna talk about this right now. And I'm just like, no, bro, like you better leave me alone right now because I'm gonna say some shit I don't mean or the shit that I want to say and I'm gonna regret later or whatever. And it's like the same with women. I don't know, with me at least, when I get really pissed off, I want to be left alone. Like just leave me alone for right now. Let me collect my thoughts, let me do what I gotta do, and then I'll come back to you and talk to you. But
yeah, I get real pissed off. Let me play my Call of Duty and leave me alone. Let me just kill this guy in the game before you start fucking with me when I'm playing. You know what I mean?
So Sandy says, we did not fool around right away. Don't forget, we saw each other here and there for 2 years. It was not sexual, but there was something there.
No, I told, like, listen,
it was magic.
I told you guys how me and my beautiful wife met. I've told the story on the Clockwatch platform, how me and this beauty, see this beautiful woman right here? I told y'all how we met mad times. I think all of my friends know. We locked eyes, and I was like, I knew. See, when we talking about, like, all right, I'm talking about my wife here, right? Like, I feel like that is different from any other fucking relationship I've ever been in.
Totally is. She's your wife.
You know what I'm saying? Like that she is totally the exception. Like I met my wife when I done been there, I done seen it all, done been through it all, the cold mob beat. You know what I'm saying? And I was ready. Man. Like I was just like, yo, if this girl gives me the chance, I'm locking it down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna lock that down. Like she was just super beautiful to me. And then when she locked eyes with me, you know, it was that Dracula, yo. It was that Dracula.
You had to hit the Batman voice. You had to hit the Batman voice.
But I will say that you have told me on multiple occasions that you didn't know what we were going to be. You know what I'm saying? And when I did used to see her around for 1 to 2 years, she was involved with another dude. So like, you know what I'm saying? When my opportunity arose, though, I went for it. You know what I mean? But I knew what I wanted to do. You didn't know what you wanted to do. Is my point. Like, you weren't that serious. You know what I'm saying? I already had my plan and life mapped out. You weren't sure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
I can't wait
that's
to
what
see
I'm
her
going.
comment. Can't wait to see her comment on Eddie says, men are emotionally driven in a different way. It's literally how you say it. Men meet energy with the same energy. That's where keep that same energy comes from. Okay.
Yep.
Eddie,
And
shouts to Eddie.
Cindy says, word tweet.
I think that was about the blow up part and
Oh
Yeah.
bottles.
yes.
My wife is infamous for that shit, and I just wish that she would just talk to me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But then, he's a
Instead
very
of
emotional being.
like, does she hold
You
stuff
know?
in and then to the point where she's just like blows
Yeah,
up?
and it's whack because when the blow up comes, I don't know where it's coming from. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
what?
it's been
What?
festering inside of us for weeks.
Why are you
And you
festering
just
though?
gave
Why
us
don't you
that
just learn how to
one
talk?
opportunity to just,
No.
and that was it.
What
You should
what's
know what's
fucked
going
up?
on in here. Like, you should know already. Like,
No, what's fucked up
Yeah,
is
yeah. Why don't you read
as
my
guys,
mind though?
as guys, we don't even know where it's coming from. You think everything is all good and shit,
yeah.
and then she comes
Chilling on the couch watching TV
She's
with a
like,
in the crook,
crowbar.
you know what I'm saying? And then
like, I've been having this
blow up.
argument in my head for a week now, and I can't hold it no more. I gotta let it out.
Oh,
You did this and this.
Chaos.
I'm sick of it.
The whole house is in an
yes.
uproar.
Yeah.
No, yo, on some real shit, right? My girl be coming at me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought we was good. Like, I'm like, shit, I thought we resolved that like last
Yo,
week. And
facts.
shit.
Facts, yeah.
Oh no, we coming back. We're not
Yeah.
done yet.
We
No,
were
no,
Yo, Slidey,
and
Slidey,
See what it
yo,
is
I
we
thought
didn't get
we
the
was good.
answer we wanted, so we're
Yeah.
gonna keep going back until we get it.
Yeah, them motherfuckers go back into the diary. Was like, I left this period off. I gotta continue
In
this
2
right
weeks,
here.
I'm gonna bring it up. Maybe in it, yo, son, like my wife is in the same group chat with Tweet and a gang of her friends. I know she be dragging me in there, like, yo.
Yo,
tell you
listen,
about this man.
Yeah, I know I'll be getting dragged in this.
Listen.
Like,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie when I tell you this.
what
When
up?
it comes to my girl, everybody thinks I'm the bad guy, but I'm like, I'm like the most level-headed person. Like I'm like I come in
Yeah.
peace type shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, no more fighting. I just want peace and shit. Everybody think I'm the bad guy,
Oh my
man.
god. All right, but yeah, just to get back to my point.
Wait, hold on. I got a lot of comments to read. Eddie says, women speak so abstractly. Ask them to explain without involving you emotionally. See how that goes.
Yeah.
We manage
Yeah.
our external and internal environment differently.
I like the word abstract because
Yeah.
that is true. That is true.
And
we,
then
we don't even know what to make out of your words. We don't know what does that mean.
And Jessa says, common misconception is that women are hard to please. Some women
That's
don't
true.
know what the
That's
fuck
true.
they want or need, but that is not the majority. Normal, emotional, healthy women are not hard to please at all. Thank you, Jessa.
Yes,
for that.
thank you,
No. Woman, that's a misconception. I even wrote it down, man. I wrote it down on my book.
Throw
Woman is
us
very
up
hard.
against the wall once in a while.
Right?
You know,
Hey, are
throat
most women
action.
emotionally healthy though?
It's that simple sometimes, guys.
No,
That's simple.
absolutely not. You guys are far from emotionally healthy. What?
And he said the most common time
I
that
am.
women have to calm a man down is when he has to fight or if he's angry. Same thing.
Or
Yeah.
raise his voice. Then everybody's like, oh, okay, boo.
He's the villain. Why is he yelling? You just got yelled at for 15 minutes. And as soon as you go, yo, I'm saying, everybody's like, oh my God. Like, he's yelling. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is whack.
I know you know you're my peoples. I think we need a side pony Saturday show. And then Cindy says, I'm Egyptian. There is no calm in me.
Close to the excuses. Y'all see what I'm going through, right?
Yeah.
That's my wife. That's my baby.
She says, no, our group chat is pretty chill. We saved that for ladies
Oh
night.
yeah, that's what we saved that for
Oh,
ladies'
my
night for the
God.
male bash.
The male bashing. And then Cindy says, and I wasn't unsure. I believe I sent the friend request and showed up to lunch. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Somebody was having dessert before lunch.
Damn.
And then Eddie says, Ian, I see your balance now. You can't be with a dude that's more outwardly energetic than you need. Then you need a cowardly, chill dude that's in complete control of his energy at the right times. I disagree with that. I mean, I'm not overly chill all the time. I have my moments, and I'm going to respect my man who has his moments too. So everybody has their moments.
I'm overly chilled as a person. I'm very overly chill. Like, you gotta do a lot of shit to get a response from me. For real. On some real shit.
I'm a pretty chill person. Like, I'm just like go with the flow most of the time. I'm like, oh, what do you want to eat? Somebody asked me, oh, what do you want to eat? Like, that's like the guy's thing when they ask the woman, what do you want to eat? I don't know. You know, that kind of
no, that's
like,
true.
whatever you want. And then it's like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. And it's like, well, what the fuck
Do you make
want?
decisions?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yes.
My girlfriend, she never know what she wants to eat.
So do you go, yo, I want a burrito.
Tacos and
Like, smooth
margaritas
like
all
that?
day. I would be sounding like that is like the go-to of everything. Tacos and margaritas.
I am a simple person. Give me
Listen.
tacos and a margarita and I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you guys a quick story, right? This is some funny shit. This is some fucked up shit, but it's funny, right? So my girlfriend says to me, I'm hungry. So I said, baby, what do you want to eat? Anything.
Oh no! Don't tell me you pulled out your friend.
Yo. I went to Arby's. Baby, what did I get you at Arby's? What did I get you at Arby's? No. See what I mean? See what I mean? This is live. Yo.
Like,
Wait.
Look. You have to crash my show.
What do you think about when you think about Arby's?
You see what I gotta put up?
Anybody answer?
You got the meats, the beef.
roast beef.
Roast beef. Thank you. Okay.
Roast beef.
So this is him. What do you want? Me, Arby's. He comes back with an Italian sandwich from Arby's.
Hey, wait. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
was
make this-
testing at anything. You was really testing at anything. Yeah.
I'm gonna make this comment.
You did it on purpose.
Thank you, motherfucker, for going out there and driving and getting me a sandwich. Thank you, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No, you got the wrong damn sandwich.
Yeah, no.
Wow, you did not bring
Listen.
home the beef.
She walks over to the sandwich, opens it up. I was like, what the fuck? And chose the sandwich on the side. Mind you, I drove there. I stand in line. I spent my money to get her this sandwich. And that was the thanks I get. I could have been playing Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He totally shit on me, yo. So, as you can see, that's my story. She's crazy. She just jumped on the show as a surprise guest.
Surprise guest, yo. That's fire. That's fire. We need that. We need that real interaction.
It's so crazy.
There's like
Listen.
one sandwich, you go to Arby's. It's like the fucking Arby's sandwich.
Listen.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo,
It's-
Derek, though. What the fuck
it's
is an
so
Italian
crazy,
sandwich at Arby's?
Listen.
What's that?
I tried.
Hey, yo, is she Italian or something? Like,
No, she's just crazy. Like if there was a race, the race would say crazy. Listen, this is how crazy this moment is. This is live, right? This girl just crashed the show. She don't even have a fucking name. Like she don't have a Deathlock or Miss Deathlock or some shit. She just she just hit me.
hey, yo, you need to take a break. Hey, yo, you need to take a break, God.
Yo, she just threw a thing of
Yeah.
pumpkin seeds at me.
Pumpkin seeds.
Yeah. If you need to take a break, God, I got you. I could
You
do
might
one of
wanna
these.
get-
You know what I'm saying?
You
I
might
can
want to go
do
to
one of
Arby's
these, dog.
afterwards and get a real beef sandwich.
Oh man,
Yeah,
like,
I
can't make this shit up.
All right, let me get to a few more comments. Joseph says, "Can't stop. LOL, you should know me by now. I don't ask for much at all. I didn't need beef over dumb shit. Life's too short. Just respect, compassion, the ability to accept when you don't always agree. It's really not that hard."
I love you, Jess. Big Jess, I love you.
And then he goes, lunch was us staring in the mountains.
Ooh, romantical.
So
It was
romantic.
nice. It was really nice.
And Jesse says, I'm definitely the chill one in the relationship. It takes a lot to get the other Jess. I'm with you, Jess. Like, I'm so chill through the whole relationship. Takes a lot to get me to like that point.
Well, they need to because Big Mark is on the whole other page. Like I've gotten some calls from Big Mark.
Yo, read Eddie comments.
Chill. Eddie is gaslighting right now. Eddie.
They're rich when they sell Italian sandwiches at Arby's, though. That's a rant.
Hey,
Eddie gaslighting. Yo, you gaslighting.
let me defend myself, okay? I had a coupon. Yo, Eddie, don't be mad at me. I had a coupon, yo. Any motherfucker was get the shit in the coupon, okay?
You should use that coupon on yourself, okay?
Hey. Arby's Italian sandwich. That is fire.
Oh my God. And then Jessica says, I mean, have you not seen the commercial?
We have the meat.
We have them.
I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I don't eat at Arby's. I don't know what the fuck they serve. Okay?
Did you tell her?
Yeah, they killing you in the Arby's.
If I have to go to a fast food place, it will not be Arby's. All right? I'm just saying.
But did you tell her you were going to Arby's?
Listen, she didn't know what the fuck she wanted to eat. It didn't matter if I had brought her back a shit sandwich. You know? She didn't know what she wanted to eat. All I was looking for was, thank you, motherfucker, for taking the time out to get me a sandwich. That's it.
Joseph says, I ain't even know crazy was a nationality. Learned something new today.
Word.
I got hit with something else.
Yo, is that a diaper?
What is this?
Diaper? What is that? A towel?
This is the towel from the kitchen, from the stove. I'm not gonna tell you what might come next because I don't know what is coming over. I'm just
All
saying.
right.
She says, "Love you, Trim. They know the big guy is the one."
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Uh,
Listen, I love Big Mark one way, yo.
and he says he wild and I'm dead.
Damn Arby's, word. That Arby's got niggas tight.
we need Arby's to do a
Sponsor us.
a sponsor. Arby's.
Big facts.
Hit us up.
They got heavy promotion, especially the Italian. The Italian sandwich got heavy promotion today, B.
Does the Italian sandwich have meat in it? I don't know. I could be wrong. But I would think the Italian sandwich has meat in it. They got the meat. I got the meat. But I didn't get thanks for distributing the meat. Kind of fucked up. I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh boy, what is going on? Oh shit.
Yo, you brought the meat. You brought 3 times the meat. Probably.
I didn't give her the meat she wanted or the meat she expected.
No.
But she got the meat. I'm just saying. Compromise, right? Relationship is about compromise, right?
It is.
Nice.
Gary says, "Great show. I look forward to the next one. Peace."
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks, Gary.
Thanks.
Oh my God. And he says, "I'm dying." Just says,
No, you're not.
"We're going to Arby's. That will end."
Damn relationship.
Mark, listen. If there's something I could tell you about Charles' brother Mark, is one thing. Don't fuck his sandwich up.
Oh, you don't mess with
not-
Mark's food, period.
Do not
I
fuck
didn't mean
Mark's
that, bro.
sandwich up. Like, I have this conversation. Actually, Mark was here earlier, and I told the story about Mark and his sandwiches. Like, I literally used to have to drag Mark out of the store because I didn't want them to spit in my sandwich because his shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mark is crazy.
big
His food, yo, he's the nicest, he's the most coolest, calm dude. Do not fuck with his food.
Yeah, he turns into the devil, son.
He says,
Do not take him to Arby's.
He says, "Fuck your effort, bro. You brought back a sandwich from a commercial fast food restaurant."
Thanks, Eddie.
Hit us up, Arby's. That's all we gotta say. Hit us up.
If you
Nice.
make it curly fries and it's a whole wrap. Exactly. Did you get the curly fries though? Because that's bomb.
No, I didn't get a motherfucker curly fry. She wasn't even happy with the sandwich I brought her. You
Oh
crazy?
my God, that's the best thing
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
Arby's and their
Yo,
curly
Trini.
fries.
Hey, yo,
You
Trim.
got the fries.
Yo, you went to 25th Street Arby's?
Yeah.
That's a hike.
Wait, hold on. I think I have a coupon somewhere for Arby's. Give me 1 second. This is live, right? Where's that coupon? Hold on 1 second. I think I have the
Don't
coupon.
that damn food. I know I'm definitely not going to Arby's for him. Oh my
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I never said that.
Yo,
There it is. Watch out.
the Arby's
Italian.
coupon.
Hey, yo, where's the Italian sandwich though? I want to see what that's looking like. It probably looked like the tastiest thing on the menu. That's
Yo,
why you
you're
got
trying
it.
to get me a domestic violence charge. That's what you look.
Okay, look. If you take notice, okay, what is the majority of the things on here?
Yo, who is
Like,
she?
who looks at this and goes, okay, roast beef, roast beef, roast beef, roast beef. Let's go right for the one Italian sandwich. Who does that?
Listen.
Yo,
The question is, who the fuck is she? Where's her name?
Yeah. It was the only one on the menu that was free though in the coupon.
Dude, that's not even a question. The question is who the hell is she? Where's her Where's her side name? What's her name? Here comes the next towel. What is
Oh
your
my
name?
god.
Who
Yeah,
do
all
you
right.
want to be addressed as? What is your nickname?
Yeah, let's keep it moving. We don't
I'm
want to
gonna
get
send her the link, okay? She can join us any day. That says you ain't get no curly fries. Jamie throwing the whole kitchen at his ass.
Oh, you should post it, Jess. What the fuck? You gonna promote
telling you.
abuse?
Yo, the kids are dying. I'm done for the night.
Who the hell throws pumpkin seeds at you? I'm telling you.
My common misconception for the opposite sex is that all women want a bad boy. Okay, that's a common misconception. And men think that women want a relationship. And they don't always want a relationship. Maybe we just want the fuck, or maybe we just want like just a one night stand, or maybe we were just like feeling you out or whatever. Like it doesn't mean that we're like, oh, I'm in love with you now or whatever. That's my common misconception. What?
I said,
Is that true?
Word?
It's not true. It's not. I don't like women don't always want a bad boy. They're like, oh, women want this. They say they want a good man, but they really want a bad boy. And like I don't agree with that at all.
Can we have like a perfect harmony of both?
Exactly. Why can't we have both? Why can't we have our cake and eat it too?
Yes. So like you can't find both, period.
You know what?
I was going to ask you, what does both entail? What will be the perfect man? That's the question. What is the perfect man?
Aggressive in the bedroom and what is the terminology I'm looking for? You move on and I'll think about it.
So for me, a perfect man would be somebody who is driven, goal-oriented, has a great job, making good money for himself, not just like not providing for me, but for himself, okay? And doing what he needs to do, not going out every night trying to get hoes, being faithful, being loyal, being honest, somebody that I can turn to, like a best friend, that kind of thing. Somebody who's always there emotionally and supporting me, and also vice versa. But also it's like he can express his feelings and I can express my feelings, that kind of thing. Like we're just connected, bonded. And then just, I don't know, like that's not so. And then also like he can do like the good boy thing. He can be like a good boy, a good guy, and do all these things and provide for his family and do all this. But like in the bedroom, I'm gonna need him to like be a bad boy, definitely.
Listen, you know what? You know what I didn't hear? Getting Arby's Italian sandwich. Because
I don't eat fast food. So if he brought me
that's something
fast food, I'm gonna like throw it out.
I think I gotta try it now. I gotta see what all the fuss is about. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do fast food. So if he brought me fast food, he's obviously not listening to me or doesn't even know me. So if he brought me fast food, it's not the thought that counts. Because the thought that counts is like he would know who I am as a person and he would not come home with an Arby's sandwich with some curly fries. I mean, I might eat the fries, but he better throw that sandwich away because I don't eat like that.
Needless to say, I almost lost my life. Okay.
Hell, tonight too. Your wife is still mad. She's still
Yeah,
commenting on
yeah.
that sandwich.
I still didn't hear thank you either.
Mm-mm.
Jessica
You ain't
says,
getting
I'm
none.
not promoting abuse. No curly fries is a straight violation, period. I said what I said.
Yeah, you sure did, Jess. You sure did.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it says, can we have both too then? What? Both two?
Italian. He
The
want
bad
curly fries
girl
and
and
a ham
a good
sandwich.
girl.
You can have a good girl and a bad girl. You can.
A
No, you
freak in the
can. You
sheets, a
can.
No,
lady in
you
the
totally
sheet,
can. You
That's
totally
it.
can.
That's it, Tweet. That's right.
a freak in the
Mhm.
sheets, a lady in the streets.
Exactly.
There
There's
is no
Yeah.
perfect man.
Obviously, there's no perfect man.
But
That's not
I
true.
mean,
That's not
you know
true.
whose
There's no
Because
husband
perfect
she is?
woman either.
Who says that? No, there's no perfect woman either. That's
That's what I said. I said
I
there's
tell
no.
you guys that all the time on the show. You know whose husband she is. By her even saying that, you should know who she's married to. Like, you know what I'm saying? I say that shit 24/7. Like, yeah, perfection is a myth. Stop chasing perfection. For real, like.
Since there's no perfection, that you can't hold them to this level of standards that you're expecting because there's no perfect person.
that's
So
not true.
everybody's gonna make mistakes, and everybody's
Depends on what your standard is. You can be in love with imperfections all day, though, right? E? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it. You accept people for who they are, but at some point you have to reach a level of growth or maturity, and I think that's what we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying?
because
Yeah,
like
it's a
one guy,
compromise.
one man that I date may not like my assertiveness, or they may not like how I'm a strong person, and another man will be like, well, what he thought was a flaw is what I really love about you. So it's like your flaws could be something that somebody is like not seeing as a flaw.
It's always the grass is greener on the other side, right? Is the term that they use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But it's something I always tell my girl, right? Because we get into our issues as far as you know, relationship wise, and I always tell my girl, I say, you can have, you gotta choose your tombstone, right? For a lot of girls, it's a lot worse. You have a guy, they're all about gambling, they're all about hanging out with their friends, they're hanging out in a club, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're on drugs, they're in the strip club. I'm like, you don't have none of that. When it comes to me, you don't have to worry about all of that. Now think about the guys that you dated in your past. You know, I'm a workaholic. I'm very goal driven. You know what I mean? Because I came from a world where we didn't have shit. Like I'm from the system, welfare, food stamp, and I went through a bad divorce. I'm on my second adult life because I went through bankruptcy, so I had to start over from scratch. So I'm on my second adult life, and I've had it all, and in a blink of an eye, that shit was all gone. So I had to humble myself. So my lesson comes from being humble. So being that I had it all, I know what it takes to get back to that level. So my vision on life of what I see is very far-sighted, whereas my girlfriend, she lives for the moment. You know what I mean? Because she's never been on that level where I've been, so she don't know what it's like to be there. She doesn't know what it's like to get there. But I've been there. So we bump heads because we're not on the same page, because I'm like, yo, we got to do this to get here, but all she knows is right here. You see what I mean? So that's a lot of our bickering. You know what I mean? Like she think I'm money hungry, and I look at life as this. I lost everything. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have no one to help me. So I gotta do it by myself. You know what I mean? So to do it by myself, I'm like a beaver. I'm building a dam. You know, I got my food tucked away. I'm trying to, you know, get ready for this storm, this winter. I call it a storm because you never know. I mean, right now I'm good, but I already know that life that I have right now could be taken away easily.
Yep.
But I want to make sure that my kids have something. You know what I mean? I don't too worry about myself. In reality, you know, I come from a world of nothing, so I can survive. I always think about my kids.
Right.
You know?
Right. And I completely agree with that because my kids see me working 2-3 jobs and they're like, oh, you know, you don't have time for me. Like I hear the guilt trip, like, oh, you
I
don't
get
have
that a lot. I get that a lot.
Yeah. And I'm like, they don't understand, like, I'm doing this to like make you guys or want to make you guys have like this better life.
Better life, right? See this right here, this is for my second job. After I get off this show, I got work to do. You know what I'm saying? So 7 days a week, 365 days, man.
Hey,
Yep.
that's dope.
Work every day, all day long. Gotta better yourself every day.
Yep.
Let me get to these comments. Jesso says, Charles, those curly fries are fire.
Oh, I know all about them. Them shits is fire. My wife bought a bag for the house. We have it in the freezer.
I said that before E, but you definitely read my comment wrong. Okay, well, I apologize, Eddie, if I read your comment wrong. Jessa says, there's no perfection with anyone, but if the expectation is fulfilled, that's the goal.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
It's all about compromise, man.
Yes. And then Eddie says, in life, you only meet yourself as well as you know yourself. Past, present, and future version.
Yeah.
Right. Did everybody get to touch on this subject?
Yeah, I think so, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can move on. I didn't go, but it's okay.
Oh,
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Perception.
You could go, Tweet. You could
No,
go.
it's okay.
You just say your answer real fast, and then we'll go on to the next
Yeah,
one.
you could dog me out of my RB sandwich. It's okay.
No, that stole the show right there. That was it.
We got like so many comments. That's why it took forever for us to go through like 2.
No, that's okay. Yeah, let's move
we're
on to
on
the
hour
next
2
question.
already. Jeez.
Because I could have a million of them. I could go on for days.
All right. So, what's your biggest pet peeve the opposite sex has? Biggest pet peeve, and we're gonna go with you first, Tweet, so you can say what you gotta say.
Oh.
She got a headache one time.
No. Yeah. You see her,
Where
kid?
do I start?
Yeah.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning, right?
Just vent.
Not helping out around the house having to ask you to do it and you not doing it on your own.
Woo! Yes. I feel you.
That's one.
That's one. You got some more? Let's
No,
hear
I might come up with some more as we're we try, but I would say that is by far, I think, the biggest pet peeve is to be in an equal relationship where you're both bringing something to the table. So this could also go back to the previous question where the woman is expected to do all the house stuff or whatever it may be. And, men tend to fall back sometimes. I'm not saying all men, but in most cases, it is the woman's responsibility at the end of the day to take care of the house, do the laundry, take care of the kids, yada, yada, yada. And we have to ask you guys simple things like taking out the trash, or could you run a vacuum, or throw a load of laundry in. Big pet peeve.
Charles,
We
you look like
shouldn't
you're
have
ready,
to
Charles.
What's up?
I say you look like you're ready for this one.
Nah, I feel like I'm being baited right now. Oh my god.
Sorry, Charles.
Yeah. Nah, there's nothing to apologize
Are you
for.
guilty?
I'm sure you know how I give it up. So
Are you guilty of doing this, Charles? Is that why you're type of way?
no, not at all.
No, of course not. Of course not. Because you're like the perfect husband, right?
No, perfection is a myth.
Right.
Perfection is a myth. I'm
There's
by
always
far
room for
not perfect
improvement.
at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
No.
I help out around the house. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all want to get to me, I'm gonna go live, because if not, I think I'll be telling all my business. So
Oh yes, I wouldn't let anyone run the vacuum. I like carpet line, so
Oh,
Is
okay.
that-
You're really animal.
the OCD in me
Uh-huh.
has to, like in my last apartment or last house. If you even stepped on one of the lines, I re-vacuumed again.
that's nuts.
Yeah, so
Not really.
Yeah, I don't care. I just vacuum. I don't care about no lines. I just, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we have your wife coming in. No,
Uh-oh.
he has a lot around the house. Oh, that's
Thank
great.
you, baby. Thank you. Yeah, I handle this. But a peeve about women. Actually, I'm going to say that I don't like is stop trying to be fucking perfect. That shit doesn't exist. I get so irritated by that shit. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all earlier, like, I'm into imperfections. Like, I don't care. Like, stop trying to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a peeve of mine. Like, people go so late. Women, I feel, go so far out of who they are just to, like, from makeup to physical appearance to how they really are. You won't know how a woman really is until, like, say, after a month of dating her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to call it fake at the end of the day, because, you know, two people are always apprehensive when they first meet each other, right? Like, you don't want to tell all of the business. But at the same time, I just wish that stop, like, just be real. Just be real.
accept our flaws,
You know what I'm saying?
stretch
Exactly.
marks and all.
Exactly. All that shit. And I think they get more worried about that shit. Actually, I know they are more worried about that shit than men are. And who do they do it for? They do it to impress men. So it's like, why? Why even do that? Men don't give a fuck about that. The men I hang out with don't. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not always to impress men. It's for our own self. We want to feel
Okay.
good about ourselves. So we
Mhm.
do these things to make our, not saying like, you know, whatever, like, but this is what we do to feel good. We want to wear makeup. We want to get dressed up. We want to do these things because those things make us feel good about ourselves.
Mhm.
And,
That would be the Barbie doll effect.
Yeah. The wild shit is like, you've heard it for years. Like, a guy would say, like, "Yo, I'd rather see what she is without a makeup on." When they first meet a chick, like, dudes will be raving about a hot female, and they'll be like, "Yo, you know, such and such is hot," and then some dude out of your crew or team or whoever you're having a conversation with, or whatever, will be like, "Yeah, I wonder what she looks like without a makeup on," and that's a fact. Like, guys are more into that. You know what I'm saying? They're more into, like, the reality side of things, you know?
You know what, Charles?
Yep.
What's up?
I think that it depends on the age of a guy, right? Because as a younger guy don't want to see no damn stretch marks. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
reality, a younger guy is just thinking, beauty, bang bang, that's it. And I mean, as an older guy, when you have kids,
Mhm.
you've seen the stretch marks. So as you go to the next girl, whether she have stretch mark or not, you expect that there will be stretch marks. So it's more acceptable as you
Yeah.
get older.
Well,
That's what
see,
I think.
Yeah.
I had. This is, I don't know, man. Like, I just think it's sometimes it's so misleading. And I think that girls or females honestly ruin themselves a lot do at a
Yeah.
young age by wearing makeup and fucking up their skin and getting collagen implant injected into their lips
Lips,
so they can be puffier
ass,
at
breast, yeah.
very fucking young ages to where they shouldn't be even worrying about this shit. So by the time now they become like 21, 22, their actual physical looks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one
Like it
did,
could have been self-preservation at the end of the day for you to just ignore all of that and be in love with who you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to preach to the choir or nothing. It just like me. I'm I've been on this whole workout thing. I've been working out like back in the day. I got in great shape and then I fell off for like a year and a half. Now I'm back in the gym for like a good 3 months, right? And it's a narcissistic quality of mine because I know I can do better when I look better, I feel better about myself and I get it. But I'm not going to go as far as to put like synthol in my arm. You know what I'm saying? Or go start taking testosterone or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
To give y'all this fake look, like I'd rather work for it. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Right.
that's, I don't know, man. You
In the
know?
world of social media and the Kardashians or
yeah, I was
whatever,
gonna touch on that.
everybody wants to look like them, or not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying them in particular, but young women or any
The
women,
videos, the
they
videos.
see those things and they want to emulate them or be like
Mhm.
them or look like them, so they alter their body. And then at the end of the day, when these people are going to be 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, you're going to look like insane because you've
Yeah.
gotten every thing injected in you. You got your ass done, you got your boobs done, you got
Yeah.
everything else, and it's
But
just
I mean,
it's extreme.
By the
those women,
time you hit like my age, you're gonna feel so fucking old. You know what I'm saying? And
those,
that can't be like,
the women that think that that's what men want have very, very low
Low
self-esteem
self-esteem.
themselves,
Yes.
because a lot of men, yeah, they're gonna be like, oh, that woman is gorgeous, beautiful, whatever. They're gonna like swoon over them, but like that, they know like that's not a real woman. Like that's just like Photoshop, or that's like, there's plastic surgery involved, obviously. And it's like, if you want that type of woman, then that's on you. But like a real woman is not gonna have all that shit. So if you don't appreciate the real woman's body, it's like, then don't try to date anybody who is not like perfect in your eyes.
Well, like tweets say, with the social media. I mean, back in the '90s, all these sexy girls in these videos. Everybody want to look like these girls in the videos. You know, also in demographic wise, like if you live up north versus living down south in Florida, where image is everything, and plastic surgery is easy accessible. Everybody is doing things like if you go to the gym in Florida, you will have one ugly girl and nine banging girls, whereas if you come up north, you have nine ugly girls and one banging girl. You know what I mean? And then now with women empowerment movement, now woman is now trying to teach you to love who you are, Like all of this makeup and all of this Kardashian stuff is not needed. You know, you gotta love who you are, and so it's a different movement. Like '90s was all sex, you know, sexy look, the videos. I mean, you look at any videos from the '90s. I mean, even now, even
Oh
now,
yeah.
you look at the videos. The
Oh
girls them look
It's all
amazing.
chicks twerking and shaking their ass. That's all they're
yeah,
doing.
it's working.
That is
I
it.
think it's worse now. Like
Oh,
you know
it's
what I'm saying?
definitely worse.
But women,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
women in
definitely.
the '90s, like I grew up in the '90s, and the videos in the '90s, it was like the tomboyish kind of look in the videos, like with the
Yeah.
rappers, like like Missy
The
Elliott,
jeans, the
and
Timberland boots.
Yeah.
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 like those kind of like you had like that tomboyish, like kind of boyish look, but you were still like real sexy, that kind of look. But now it's like 2000s hit, and then it's like twerking
Naked.
and
Now they
like
gotta hit the
going
floor and twerk with it. Like it's
on
crazy.
their skin and all this stuff, and it's like now like when I the more that I talk to the opposite sex, the more that I realize those images, like Instagram models or Kardashians and all that stuff, the more I talk to other people about it or get their feedback, it's like they don't like that. They don't want a woman like that. They don't want a woman who is like physically changing their body to become this something that they're not, or another totally different person. I mean, yeah, you can, like what I respect is if you want a banging ass body, then go to the gym and work for it. Don't get no like plastic surgery, Botox, injections, all that stuff. Like if you want to look fit and be comfortable with your body, but do it for yourself. Like do it for you because you want it, not just because you see all these other women, doing it because of Instagram or whatever. Like do it for yourself because you want to become healthy and you want to become, appealing and sexy and feel confident with yourself.
Yeah.
That's what you're me.
The only way I respect really plastic surgery is if you were say 300 to 400 pounds and worked out and lost all sorts of weight, but now you're chilling with dead skin. Then to make yourself feel absolutely go ahead and do you. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. I absolutely respect that because you work for it. Now, E, can you please get to these comments because they're giving me anxiety than a motherfucker.
Yes, I just don't want to interrupt anybody because I feel bad when I know people. But let me get to these comments. Carlos says, my biggest pet peeve is women that need their friends or family advice for every choice they make instead of making their own decision. Yes. Okay. I dealt with this with a man. Okay. And it was like one of my biggest pet peeves. It's like, why can't you make a decision for yourself? Like you're a grown ass man, or I'm a grown ass woman. Like make a fucking decision. Like why do you have to ask everybody for it? Jessa says, as I'm approaching 40, I've learned to accept all of my flaws and my imperfections and feel more confident in who I am. Now, with that said, women are definitely held to a higher regard as far as looks than men. We can argue that or disagree, but it's the truth. And I definitely agree because it's like if women all of a sudden accept all their flaws and all this stuff, it's like we're all of a sudden labeled as like not the norm or not perfect or whatever. Like we're not the model perfect image is what guys are seeing like on pornos or any kind of magazine where the models are like picture perfect. And she also says, I don't see men in the media airbrushed or cosmetically altered because they're not judged like women. sad.
They actually are. In the fitness world, they are super airbrushed. They airbrush abs onto these dudes. You know what I'm saying? And that's big facts. It definitely goes both ways, Jess.
I
That's all
mean,
I'm saying.
they do,
But
yeah,
not as
they
much
do.
though. Not as much.
But
Well, I
they,
mean, like
like,
who reads magazines anymore? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on the internet though, like you'll see it happen all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? It's almost as bad as shorties with the filters. You know what I'm saying? Like it
I
gets
mean,
right,
crazy.
when I think of plastic surgery, like I you know, I I understand some of the things that women do. Okay, like a woman have kids or multiple kids. Your breast is not as firm as it was. It's kind of saggy. I don't, disrespect, and
Want to
they
tighten up.
they want to tighten up. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But like when I think of like plastic surgery going overboard, I mean you think of somebody like Little Kim.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Or
Wow, yeah,
somebody like
yeah,
Michael Jackson,
Mm.
yeah.
where they are definitely not the person that you know. You know what I mean? Like Little Kim is not Little Kim now. I don't know. I don't even know who Little Kim look like now. You know what I mean? I mean
yeah,
it's sad, but it
Yeah.
happens because they have a certain image that they want to uphold, and as you get older, I mean, you want to stay young. So as you get older, you have these celebrities that have money out the ass. They could do anything. They're going to keep trying to look younger, doing a lot of different things to themselves, trying to keep this image. But we all get old. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
right, exactly.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that.
Let me read Jessica's comment. She said, I love what you're saying. Real men know women have imperfections as well as love and embrace it. But let's not act like what we see on social media, these women in the public eye are cosmetically altered and filtered, and a lot of guys like that. That's what these women see, and their insecurities get the best of them. Yes, I completely agree with that.
I think for a guy, it's more like we think image first. So the first thing is,
Hey,
I mean,
Becky.
human. Hi, Becky. As a human being, the first thing we attracted is at that image. So of course, what the image is pushing is sexy woman on video. So yeah, that's what we gonna be attracted to at first. But if there's no substance, if that person looks as sexy as that, but has no substance, nothing to talk about, no ambition, what's gonna happen? That's not gonna last. You know what I mean? We got to get past the image first.
Right.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. All right, my bad. I didn't mean to like take us completely left with that peeve there, but you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck? Plastic surgery going overboard. Leave Michael Jackson out of that. That's fact.
Maybe she never seen Michael Jackson before and after picture.
Maybe not. Maybe she hasn't. Cardi B looks like a tranny on steroids, says Brandon.
You fucking hate him, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like
I
that's one thing I don't believe. If we saw her without the makeup, yeah, she looks rough, bro. But if Cardi B pulled up on you anywhere, you would smash. Knock it off. Knock
Yep,
it off, B.
totally. I would
You
fucking
move fronting now, like
like
okay,
if
Brandon. Okay, Ritalin.
rough with no makeup, I'd be like, come on, girl, let's get this going.
Yeah,
Let me get my
if she
camera.
glammed up though and pulled up on Ritalin, Ritalin's taking it down now. So all of a sudden she looked like a tranny. Come on.
Right? Tweet, I see you yawning. Me too.
I know it was a long day today.
She'll Tweet fucked herself last night. Okay, so
Yeah, I had like 10
Katie Mack.
martinis.
Katie Mack.
Mack. I don't know. You look familiar though.
It's Katie Mack.
Definitely look familiar. How long has it been, Katie?
Say hey.
Let me know. Let me know in the comments. How long has it been?
And then Brandon says, "I'll never smash Cardi B."
Jungle Fever.
Though.
Yo, my man, you lying, yo. Stop it, yo. Like, I'm
So
sure you
lying.
smash worse looking chicks than Cardi B. Like, stop, bro. You out here out lying on air. Oh, Katie Mikowski, what up? What's going on? Right? What's good, Katie?
What's up, Katie?
No
Thanks for
doubt. No
joining us
doubt.
tonight.
Katie Mikowski.
Warren Hills.
Warren
Absolutely.
Hills.
Yes, sir. Let's go. What's going on, Katie? How are you tonight?
All right. So the biggest pet peeve. Let me.
Oh, I didn't go for the pet peeve.
You didn't
I
go
got
yet.
one.
Okay. Let me go first. Let me go
You
first.
go. I go last. She got
I
a
got-
book.
I got-
Charles, you missed it. She pulled out the book.
She got a whole book.
What up?
Where to list.
She got a whole book.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be back.
Oh yeah, how convenient.
I'll listen and take notes.
All right. Anyways, it wasn't even that long. I was just messing with him. Anyways, my biggest pet peeve. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me get this shit off here.
Damn, hold on. Let me get my pen and my notepad, because it's gonna be a long night. Tweet.
We could just go right back to bed how she was.
I'm literally, when I'm in my bed, all I'm doing is tossing my laptop to the side and I'm going right to sleep.
She's good. She's fine. She'll have a tomorrow. She's all right. So my biggest pet peeves when it comes to the opposite sex, this one is for like anybody, but using my stuff without asking, like my bath towel especially. Like men are like, oh, I don't have a bath towel. Like I'm just gonna use yours. Like no. That is my biggest pet peeve. Do not use my bath towel. That's disgusting. I feel like that is my own shit. Like that's like using your toothbrush. Like that's disgusting. Gross. Drinking straight from the container from the fridge. That is gross. Don't do that. Some guys don't brush their teeth, and that's very gross. That's a huge pet peeve for me. When don't brush their teeth twice a day. I've seen it. It's disgusting. Hopefully, none of you guys on this panel do that. Oh, good. And then interrupting me when I'm talking. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. And then being rushed. If I'm getting ready to go somewhere with you, do not rush me. That's my biggest pet peeve. Leaving the toilet seat up. Don't like that. And cockiness. I hate that shit. Don't be cocky. You can be confident, but don't be cocky.
That's a thin line, though. That's a very thin line.
There is a difference, though. Don't talk shit if you can't back it up, but be confident in what you do. Okay?
Yeah.
Confident, like, I know I got this. I can do this. Whatever. That's fine. But don't like flaunt your money or flaunt your like every like materialistic thing that you have. At that cockiness shit turns me off. Like, oh, I got this at home, I got this and this and this, and he wants to brag about everything that he has, all this materialistic thing. That turns me off completely. Like, why can't you just invite me over to your house and we have a good night together or whatever? Don't be like, oh, I got this and this and this and this, and you're gonna love it at my place and all. Like, no, stop, just stop. Because I'm not going to want to hang out with you if you're like that. And then the pet names is the worst. Like, Those,
Baby,
yeah,
sweetie,
no,
darling.
like, like if you're dating somebody and they want to call you pet names like sweetie, sweetheart, baby, honey, all that shit. But like before you're even like dating, before like if you're just like talking to somebody and they come out with like these pet names for you already, like to me,
I'm going to comment on that.
okay. But first, let me say like
No,
that's
no,
the
no, no,
best
you're
thing
good.
to me
It's
is
the voice.
oh. And then like just those pet names, like if we're not together in a relationship, don't call me like those pet names because I really that would like be a huge turn off because first of all, you probably don't even know my name if you're calling me that. And second of all, it's like how many other women have you said hey baby to or baby or sweetie or sweetheart or honey or whatever? It's like no, I don't like that. I don't
Well,
like it at all. So as soon as you DM me talking about, oh, you're gorgeous, sweetheart, I will totally block your ass because I don't like that shit.
you know,
No.
For all the
I'm
men
glad.
listening that are gonna go in Lady E's DMs, don't be calling her nothing but her real name.
Oh, so all the men watching right now, go on Lady E's DMs and just say, "Hey, gorgeous."
No, I'm
Flood
glad.
it. Open it up,
Honestly,
like
And
flood
all
it.
the guys who say, hey, gorgeous, and then they just send the DM, I completely ignore. So,
I'm kind of
All
glad
the
that
inbox,
she went
dog. All the
before me.
inbox.
Yeah, I'm glad that you went before me because as being from the Caribbean, a lot of here we go again. Is that voice in the background? It's not Jesus. I can tell you that it's not Jesus. Okay,
Yes.
no, don't come over. Don't come over.
He uses
Don't.
the fact that he's from the
Here she
Caribbean
is. There she is.
as an excuse for everything.
Who?
And you didn't notice.
What's your name again? What's your code name? Okay. Listen.
It's an excuse.
Honestly, in the Caribbean culture, we use a lot of terms of endearment, right? You know, a lot of people. I mean, you could talk to anybody from the Caribbean. They use the word darling or sweetie or baby, and they don't mean it in that sense. You know, as Lady E, you know, explained, like you know, you hear stuff like that. That's a turn off to you, but in different culture, that's a term of endearment. You know, so as you can see, the voice in my head, Jesus over there. I get in trouble for that a lot because I will go to the Arby's drive-through and get my damn sandwich and say, thank you, baby." You know, but I don't mean it in that sense. You know, um, for me, my pet peeve is I hate laziness.
mhm.
I hate uh unorganized people. And let
Yeah.
me what's my next one again? Where does that go? And I hate dirty. Okay.
Dirty.
Now,
Yes.
yeah.
I hate
Now I've dated. I remember I started dating this girl. I mean, the girl was beautiful, well dressed. I mean, sexy as fuck. Man, I go to that girl house. It was like a pigsty. Clothes all over the friggin' place, shoes
yeah.
all over the place. I mean, disgusting. Okay? But you couldn't tell that from looking at her because she was well kept. She was always in the gym, always working out. I mean the girl was gorgeous, but as far as the way she lived her lifestyle, was disgusting. Me, I'm a very I'm very organized. I have OCD. So I'm very clean,
Me too.
organized person, and I was raised by my mom. She was the exact same way. Kind of like she beat that shit into us. If there was anything that we learned, for my mom was no dishes in the sink. You know, you know, shit gotta be clean. You know, as a kid, I've been cleaning freaking windows all my life. You know what I mean? Smelling like Clorox. Like to me, Clorox now smells like Febreze. If it doesn't smell like Clorox, it's not clean. If you don't smell that bleach, that shit ain't clean. You know? So that's how I'm raised. And somebody mentioned it. As far as using your stuff, like I don't mind somebody using my stuff. Put the shit back. You know what I'm saying? You use it, put the shit back so when I want it, I can find it. And believe me, in this house, I cannot find shit.
What?
Right, Jesus? Yeah. Okay.
Hey there.
What's up,
We got an
Bernie?
echo.
I know, I hear it. It's
All right,
fun.
it's going down.
I'm an interpreter. I swear I don't mean it. I noticed I do it, but not until after ADD struggles.
Yep.
And Becky.
She loves your boobies.
Thank you, girl. I love them too. They're so much fun.
Yeah, he be having chicks on his something. It's crazy.
Yeah,
This shit is getting out of control.
Somebody's trying to butter her biscuit.
Jeez.
She says, Charles, hey, okay.
What's up, Katie? Katie Mac.
Salsa says Jesso, and then hey Jesso. And then
No
she said,
fucking
no fucking pet name.
Damn.
Thank
Her
you.
face looks like she's saying that too, right?
I agree. What?
Her face in that picture looks like she's saying that sentence right there.
Yeah. She looks pretty pissed.
Straight up.
What? She looks like she's carrying in the shit out of that term.
Clips hates it. LOL. And Katie says, you need a job?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Huh?
I don't know what Katie's talking about. We all got jobs.
I got 2 jobs, so if it's me, I got 2.
Does yours make more money than where I'm at? Oh, I will too.
She says, nah. And then, oh my God. And then just was
Katie,
like,
are you drunk?
Yo, leave Katie alone.
Her and Becky are probably together tonight drinking wine, Katie and Becky.
And Carlos, time to take shots. I agree with Carlos right now.
No shots for me today. No way.
It's out of control.
It's not out of control. It's only 4 of us.
Okay.
Oh my God. I can't even
yeah.
Katie's lost in the sauce.
They drunk in the comments, so. What's up, Katie? What's going on? Nah, I don't need a job, but you guys are starting at 25 or better. I'm fucking with you. So holla. You know what I mean?
We all need a drink.
Brandon, you love this shit.
Oh my God. Who's Brandon? Ritalin.
Ritalin. I don't even know what the fuck is going on in these comments.
Yeah,
right
this is your crowd right here. This is the whole Power Food comment section.
No,
I am the person that the OCD clean person. When I go to somebody else's house and it's not clean or there's something, I will clean it for you. 100%. And I mean no phallus by it, like nothing, but just me seeing like, you know, dishes in the sink, or I'm at a party at somebody else's house. I'm cleaning their house while the party is going on. It's just, that's just me.
Yeah,
like 100%. Everything has a place. I know where everything is. It's clean. I can't. When I go somewhere and it's not to where I think it should be, I will clean.
I think Becky has a question.
What question, Becky?
Becky has a question, but I am the same way as you, Tweet, and I start cleaning as soon as like the whole thing. Carlos also says, what's y'all worst cock block story?
And it's a whole nother episode. We coming up on 3 hours, bro. I ain't got
I know, and we're like,
I ain't got all night, yo. It's almost 3 hours, dog. I haven't done this show for 3 hours in like 2 months.
This is what Power P has to deal with because we get like so many comments.
Yeah.
Good comments, though. They're good comments.
Yes, I clean Jess's house all the time.
Thanks.
Okay, well, all these other questions or the comments, I'm not even going to read right now because they seem like they're having like dialogue in their own comments. So if Becky has a question, then go ahead and ask the question, Becky. But don't keep saying you have a question, and don't ask the fucking question. So just spit it out, woman. All right. Anyways, did everybody answer this question?
Yes. Yeah, we definitely ran through that.
Okay. So let's get to our last question of the night real quick.
Let's try to make it shorter.
Right. If you could be the opposite sex for one day, explain how your day would go. Paint me a picture. What exactly would you do if you were the opposite sex? You woke up and you were a guy or you were a woman. Like, what would you do?
I'll go first on this one.
Go ahead.
I will lock myself up and I ain't coming out because I'm not trying to get banged. Simple. My day, I just got to look at the clock and be like, all right, 24 hours is up. I'm back to a man. I couldn't be a woman. Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
Yeah, like why would I want to? I'll go right. I'll piggyback and answer mine at the same damn time in record time. I'm doing the same exact fucking thing. I'm gonna hide away. I'm hiding from everyone. I'll probably play video games for the day. You know what? I probably even gotta hide from my family because my son's gonna be coming in wondering where daddy is, and daddy's got boobies now and a fat ass with no facial hair. Nah, yo, he can't ever see me like that. So I'm locking myself up in
Fuck that. You keep that one, Lady E.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. I'm gonna be playing video games all day. Voice is gonna be changed, so I can't even be on a microphone talking to my homies. Like, I can't even do that. Like, so I just gotta be micless, video gamer all day. I'll sneak upstairs when nobody's around to eat. Just wait the 24 hours out. You know what I'm saying?
Like, what if, like, okay, let's say you were a woman for a day without all the extra stuff. Like, you didn't have kids, you didn't have a wife, you woke up and you were a female for one day.
I'm still hiding now. I'm still hiding now.
Really?
Do you know?
Yeah, I don't want no dudes running up on me. Like I don't want no dudes running up on me. Period. Like no. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be extra freaked out. Yeah, I'm gonna be extra freaked out. Like the fuck.
You want to know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna be reckless.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ghost bitches. I'm gonna tell them I love them, then not talk to them anymore. I'm gonna fuck this one, fuck that one.
That kind of sounds like a misconception, right, Charles?
I am reckless in these streets. Facts, like 100%. I'm gonna text you, or you'll text me. I'm not gonna respond back for 6 hours. I'm gonna give you an okay. Sounds good.
I'm offended
After
by this
I wrote
statement.
like a paragraph long message, you give me, all right.
Okay.
I am reckless in these streets.
Just a K. Just a K. Not even like
No, yeah. No, I'm pulling up on bitches, rolling down my window, hollering at them. Hey, shorty, you got a fatty. I am reckless.
Yeah. I
It
just don't want
sucks.
a penis in me, yo. I'm scared to death. I'm not doing that. That's why I'm hiding out for a whole
You wrong
day.
for that
For
one.
me to be a man,
Penis
what?
all day.
Because me as a woman, I'm very open-minded. I speak my mind. I think like I have a lot of attributes of as a man because I don't hold things in, or I'm not shy when it comes to certain things. But if I were a man, I'm going all out.
I'm offended. I'm really offended.
And like, yo, what if you like turned into a woman and it was your time of the month? I would be fucking traumatized, yo.
Exactly.
I would be
Yeah.
traumatized. Like that would fuck with me forever. Like
Or if
24 hours could not come faster, bro.
That's what I'm
Oh my
saying.
God.
Like, what if you were pregnant, like big and pregnant, and you woke
How you
up?
gonna get pregnant in a day? That's not realistic.
Yo,
Like all of a sudden you 9 months pregnant in a day. Come on, yeah. What kind of
fuck
fantasy?
that.
What kind of street dream are we working with?
You're like, oh shit! Now I know what it feels like to be a
Yeah,
like,
you wake up 8 months
pregnant
pregnant.
woman.
Oh, what the fuck? I got a bun in the oven. Yeah, I'm like I wasn't. I'll hide out regular, let alone pregnant. Like I'm not giving birth to a kid. Like what? What?
Fuck that,
Right,
man.
like, you're not gonna do anything as a woman. Like, you're just not gonna
What
go
the
out.
fuck is there to do as a woman right now? Like nothing that is
Nope.
appealing to any
Lady
heterosexual
Edie, you want
guy.
to know why?
Like-
Because they're scared to be in our shoes
They're
for
so
one
scared.
fucking day. One
Oh
day.
my God.
Listen,
You guys could not
Uh-oh,
handle
uh-oh.
being in
Yeah,
our
you know
shoes
what?
for
You know
one
what?
day.
You know what? I got offended when you first said it. I was like, man, whatever. But now, like 2 seconds later, you're right. You're absolutely right. I am. I'm shook to death. I don't want it. I'm scared of penis. I'm scared of menstrual cycles. And I'm scared of my voice losing any form of. I already got like a wild voice as it is. So I don't want to get in any higher pitch than what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm good. I'm really good. Like no
Okay.
way.
Yo,
Jesus is here.
What if you guys woke up as a woman, right? You're 8 months pregnant, but you still have to get up and take care of all the other kids. Then what? You can't just lock yourself in the room. Then what?
Then what, bitches?
You know what? They got their mother here. Yo, check this out. If my wife woke up as their mother is here, if the kids are here, now we're bringing the kids back. That means that Cindy is upstairs and she got this because I'm fucking traumatized. All right, I'm not doing anything. Period. No, not doing nothing. Like, no, I'm not coming out the basement. My kids are never gonna see me like this. You got this, babe. I would do the same for you. I
I'm
would
trying to
aim
drink
for you.
myself to sleep.
But then, like, what if your wife wasn't even there? Like, you became the wife and you were pregnant.
We're single parents now? What the fuck?
Yes, you were a single parent. You
That's
woke
not
up.
how I went to sleep. Like,
You woke up pregnant with like 2 kids, and you had to take care of the 2 kids while you were pregnant and a woman. Yeah, try to deal with that shit.
sound
Yo,
like
why you
too much,
doing
yo.
this to
Y'all
us? Like,
talking nightmare shit. You know what I'm
my
saying?
question
Like,
is,
I ain't got problems with taking care of the kids as a man, as myself. That's no fucking big deal. I don't care. I like hanging out with my kids. That's one of my favorite things to do. You know what I'm saying?
great.
At the same
100.
time, I'm not. Nah, you're fucking chilling. What? Like, you woke up with a
Nope, I'm
meat, you're
going
gonna
to
go.
work.
What are you gonna, that's actually very interesting, Cindy. If you woke up with a meat and some chest hair, are you going to work that day? Like, hey, I tell everybody I'm a man and start hitting on chicks trying to
I'm
fuck.
going to
What?
work
Like,
I'm
You know
sending
what I'm saying?
dick pics all day.
all day. All
I'm
day.
sliding up in a
Yeah.
bitch's DMs, throwing my dick around like what?
So,
Why?
so for me, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go pee, and I'm gonna stand up and go pee because that's what men do, and we can't do that. So I'm gonna be peeing standing up first.
Are you gonna pee all over the place too?
Not probably. Like lift the seat.
Yeah, you're
okay?
not gonna know how to aim. First
She's gonna
day.
be R. Kelly. She's gonna be R. Kelly for a day.
Pissing on bitches.
And then you know what? I'm not gonna do my hair. I'm not gonna do my makeup. I'm just gonna get dressed, brush my teeth, leave the house because
But you gonna get dressed or no? You got all girl clothes. Then you gonna come out the house like a transsexual.
I'm gonna have man clothes, okay?
We're gonna head over to Victoria's and get us some gray sweatpants.
Wow.
Rock them shits.
Oh my god.
Right here? Hell yeah. I'm gonna go over there and get that shit. I don't have to do my hair and makeup. Blessing. Okay. I'm just gonna walk out the house however I wake up. I'm gonna probably go to the beach because at the beach I don't have to wear any shirt or top or nothing. I can just walk around topless, which I can't do now. So
You could in
I'm
Miami.
hitting on all the bitches at the beach.
Can't do now. She really wants to walk around topless. That's
I'm
you know what I
gonna
mean? Like you sounded mad better about that. Like, you know,
I'm gonna walk around topless with my trunks on and just hook up with bitches or talk to women or whatever, and then probably gonna have sex after that because I definitely want to have sex as a guy. Just want to feel what that feels like, and then probably try to like see what kind of heavy machinery I can work during that day.
She wants to drive a
What the
forklift.
fuck?
Charles. He wants to drive a
kind
forklift.
of
What the
heavy
fuck?
machinery. What? Oh my god, you are so left brain now. It's crazy. She said fucking heavy machine. She wants to go to a factory and operate some heavy machinery because she's a
She
man
wants to
now.
pick up.
Like,
I
She
want to
wants to
work
pick
for
up
heavy
a
machinery.
pallet. Madness.
Because
That's
women are not allowed to do that, okay?
yeah, they are. You can
That's
fucking
like
go
the only-
anywhere you
No,
want to go and operate heavy machinery. You can.
No, that's like the only job that women like don't really do. And I really want to go operate some heavy machinery and just bust some buildings down and just bulldoze some shit. Like I just want to like terrorize the whole city. Just like boom, boom, boom. You know, like knock some
You know
shit
what? You know what? That's what I would do. That's what I would do. As a woman, I just figured it out. Thank you for giving me an idea. I would go rob a bank. Because I'm gonna be a fucking man tomorrow and they're not gonna catch me. You know what I'm saying? They won't ever catch me, dude. Like if I can survive just for 24 hours, I got $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Real smoke. What are they gonna say? Oh, we're looking for a woman? I'm sorry, a woman doesn't live here. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the one thing I will come out the house for some money. A lot of it too.
Definitely a good idea. Carlos says, if I was a woman for one day, I would masturbate all morning, flash random people in the afternoon, go bar hopping at night, and pick up some sexy lesbians.
Yeah, the sexy lesbian is a good one because if you sleep with her overnight, you're gonna be a man in the morning. You can
I know.
tell them.
Cindy's
You know
gonna
what
be
I'm
swinging
saying?
her dick.
No,
I
you
know
can
that's
hold
right,
on.
Cindy.
If she becomes a man, she's gonna cheat on me. That's what fuck
Yo,
is wrong with you?
shit. I love it. I love it.
Oh
Me
my
too,
God.
Cindy. I'd be swinging my dick all over the place.
Oh my God. That's really sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sweet, you would not.
I love everyone on the podcast. This is a good combo. Thanks for
Thanks.
joining us.
Thank you,
tonight.
Katie. Love you.
And Rodney, hello, Rodney, says you will be a nice looking man. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Whoa.
I mean,
like,
Don't touch it, Charles. Leave it alone.
yeah, I mean, that was that comment though. Like, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it alone. Right?
Yeah,
Shout out to Bonnie. Thanks for your viewership, my man. All right.
All right. So who's next for this topic?
That was great.
With the two guys went already and Tweet went. So it's on you, E. No, you went already. I think that's all.
Yeah, I totally went already. So I guess we had one more bonus question, but since we're like at the 3-hour mark, I feel like we could just end this tonight.
I think we had a dope show. This was fire.
It was great.
It was a great show. I loved everybody's feedback on this. The comments made it. Love that. Dave says, "Word, let it live there."
Moving on.
Nice bugging.
He's like, yeah, don't go any deeper.
Chill. You gotta leave it alone. You gotta leave it alone.
Moving on.
Right. Let everybody say peace already. She gonna keep going.
Oh my God. All right. So let me go real quick. Woo, that was a good show. So every Friday night, Power P is at 8 p.m. So do not miss it. If you really loved our show tonight, then you should tune in to next Friday night at 8 p.m. We're going to have another special guest on there talking about some great conversations. We're trying to get special guests on our show every Friday, so you never know what's going to come up. So stay tuned for that. And then we also have asking for a friend. So email your questions to powerpwomen@gmail.com. If you don't know what asking for your friend is, it's basically, say you had a question that you were embarrassed to ask a female in your life, ask us, because we will give you some honest, truthful answers. We are 3 different women with 3 different perspectives on things. So you're not going to get the same answer from all of us. So if you're too embarrassed to ask us. We will answer it truthfully, honestly, and we will always keep your questions anonymous. So ask me for a friend, powerp@gmail.com. And we also have our regular podcast every Sunday and Tuesday nights at 9:10 p.m., which is our Clockwatch podcast. So if you're part of our Clockwatch group, you're going to know us, which is Lady E, King Cliff, Black Earth, Ritalin, Big Kev, sometimes Montana, and we're just out there. Sometimes we have special guests. If you want to come on our show one night, one of those nights, Sunday or Tuesday nights, 9 p.m., just let us know. Hit one of us up, and we'll be happy to have you on our show. We always love new faces, new perspectives on things. So don't be afraid to reach out. And we have In Your Face podcast, which is hosted by Ritalin every Saturday and Monday nights at 8 p.m. He does all about the Buccaneers. He's on our Clockwatch show as well. So if you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, football fan, definitely watch one of his podcasts. He is very educated in all that. And then we also have coming soon, The Professional with Big Kev. He's also on our Clockwatch podcast. If you haven't seen him already, Don Julio, Big Kev. So make sure you see that. And
Don Julio.
Don Julio, Big Kev.
What's your name for him? Yeah. Those are love us and Don Julio.
He is Don Julio.
No,
So stay tuned for the professional with Big Kev. He speaks the truth. He knows what he's talking about. So make sure you tune in for that. That's coming soon. And the raid with King Clips. The raid is coming out soon. Him and his boys. I'll let you know, or I'll let him tell you all about the raid because he's on our show right now. King Clips. Go ahead.
I want to thank you guys again for having us on. I want to thank, Deathlock for hanging out with us. Deathlock, yo, is there a way I can possibly get you on like Clockwatch or something, man? Is this shit? I did not know that this shit was gonna be this funny. I had no fucking idea. This show was super lit. If y'all missed it, please rewind. Man gets attacked live on air. Yeah, but deadass, I would love to get you back on the show, man. So I just guess after this show, hang out and let me know what's good with you. But thanks, ladies, for having us on with y'all tonight. Really.
Thank you guys for joining us. It was great.
Thanks for having me. That's some real shit. Thank you. The Sangers will never be the same.
Oh yeah, and definitely stay tuned for my new show, The Raid. It has to do with anime, comic book culture, and gaming. You know, got the new consoles coming out, the PS5, Xbox Series, that other beautiful shit. And we give an adult different take on that. And yeah, if you're familiar with my team or the group of friends that I hang around with, we are crazy, as you can see from my long-term good friend down here. We live life a little different. You know what I'm saying? We're a little different, man. So
that's true.
Definitely stay tuned, and you won't be disappointed. As soon as we get it, you do. So, stay tuned, man.
I'm actually looking forward to that because the little clips that I saw that you posted in Clockwise group was actually super funny, and I can't wait to see like the whole thing because
oh my God,
that's just hilarious.
Comical for sure.
Definitely. Tweet, you want to say goodbye to your fans?
So thank you everybody for joining in. Greatly appreciate. We will see you back here next Friday. I will be drinking again, not sober, so I'll liven it up a little bit for you. Back to the box line.
Tweet just like blah out there, like word vomit, and we love it. So
yes, that's what I do.
She's a little hungover tonight, but we love her like outspokenness and her just wildness because I have like the same kind of energy that she has, and that's why Power P is like so amazing because we just blurt shit out how we're feeling, and
we have no regard, no regard whatsoever.
I think
y'all be going ham. We be laying down low out here. I'll be tuning in. Like, I'll be tuning in. We be telling motherfuckers what it is. I don't always agree, but that should be lit. I'll be like, yeah. Even when I don't agree, I don't know. I'll be like, yo, please, tweet, go, tweet. Tell them what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely have some stories to tell you about our past and our relationship issues and everything that we've been through. Because we can only speak on our experiences. We're not speaking for every single woman. We're speaking from us. And if you want a different perspective on the female mind, then you should definitely tune in to Power P every Friday nights at 8 p.m. And if you want to be a special guest, hit us up, let us know. We have special guests lined up for the next 2 weeks, and I'm really excited about it. So, let us know. Let us know you want to be on our show because we love Deathlock. Thank you for coming on our show tonight. King Clips, thanks for coming on our show tonight.
We loved it. Real quick, and then can we get out of here like ASAP? Yes. I just want to. These motherfuckers are still commenting. Y'all fan base is crazy. Okay. So Carlos is still talking about like changing into a woman, right?
He said he wanted to fight women.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this shit. Yeah, Joe, right here, right here. He says, I would fight women.
Hey, I think you need to have Carlos as a special guest.
He's
So, how
canceled.
about, okay, so I've already thought about this, and I want Carlos to come on next Friday night. I'm actually gonna hit him up. Okay, so Carlos, if you're listening right now, I'm about to hit you up sometime this week because you're gonna be our special guest on Friday night. So cancel all your plans. Right? You're coming on Friday night because you suggested a couple of things to us, and I take that into accountability of what you said to us. So I would really love to have you on our show. Katie says, "Oh my God, I'm so tired," or "I'm so sorry. I'm taking on calls."
She like on she's on call. She's on call. Like has to take other people's calls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Dave says, "Tweet
always gonna be sweet." Facts. I've always been the same. I haven't changed.
You're gonna turn it into a female so he can fight one.
Awesome. Carlos, you're off Fridays. I'm going to hit you up, definitely. So be on the lookout for my DM because I will DM you. And you're going to come on our show next Friday night at 8 p.m. So make sure your schedule is clear because we're doing the damn thing. All right? So everybody, say goodbye.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for checking us out. No.